He's as host permission. Okay. Recording. Yeah, I'm just about ready to.
Looks like it's just me tonight, so I'm gonna sneak up on the tree and I'm gonna chop it down and set it on fire.
No, I have the other kids upstairs waiting for me. They can come down in just a few minutes as soon as I'm stuff set up here, which I'm just about.
Hey, can you do the thing where you switch it to your sharing your screen? I think the video quality comes through better for some reason.
Yeah, give me a second. First off, what I do. That. How's that?
Yep, much better.
And I don't think I'm allowed to share at the same time with this thing. None. Oh, you're making a thing for him real quick. Post is disabled.
And I have some bad news.
What's that?
I'm afraid Pizza Hut has found me out.
No! Those bastards.
I'm not getting any new points.
No.
They must have changed their system around. I think it's based on email now where it used to be based on phone number. Because I think that was the glitch that was getting me all the free points was having like no phone number.
Mm-hmm. All right, we gotta get your phone set up. Is it working at all, or do we have?
Yeah. I mean, it's working. You should be still able to see it
Okay.
and stuff. So it's 100% charged.
Okay, if you can stick that in, I'll send you a meeting invite.
Okay.
Invite. Here invite. So I just sent you an invite. It went to my phone.
Hey, Carrie, you might want to see a podiatrist.
Should I just accept it on my phone and do it here?
No. You can ignore it. Let me figure out why my phone's not working. Okay. I got signed out because I signed in on that one.
Hmm.
So let me just sign back in and it should go to mine again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try again.
Wait. Out of it, because now it doesn't have you as an participant. Very.
Recording in progress.
So accept it and. keep your mic.
Can you trick it into landscape mode?
I'm trying to remember what I did to set this up last time. I need to write down my,
If you bother to write it down, they'll change it.
okay. One, five. Aha.
So that is good. The only downside to that is when you're sharing screen, I can't focus any of the other ones, so I couldn't focus on Carrie's overhead cam.
Oh, if I'm doing that, okay, well,
That's a limitation specifically just because I have two screens, but for someone with one screen, I don't know if that affects them or not.
um. Stop sharing, okay. Oh, do you have control back?
Yeah, now I can swap which one I pinned to my second screen.
All right, and I'm landscape.
Yep, looks
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you can tell everyone to come down. I think I'll get a chance to do everything I wanted to, but I'm good with it.
Ollie, up and free.
slippers kill me. Oh my god. That's not what Her mom's slippers are like they are on the slippers. I looked and that chicken is not gluten free, but I know for next time. I thought it was dairy allergy.
Because you have a protein, you can,
Oh, yeah.
additional things. that are outside of the.
Even though
I
we
guess
need
I
another
would say-
chair. Oh no, there's.
Oh, no, I have to sit where,
Have a name.
Yeah, you need a plug.
I can sit here because there's a plug there.
I can even plug in my drawer.
I'll be right there.
And it's my thing in two sizes. I use the larger. Okay.
It's my dude in 2 sizes.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Where are you gonna sit?
I don't know, where am I sitting?
Why don't you sit right here?
Why don't I, okay, so are you sitting there?
Abby's gotta have a plug.
Busy.
Oh, sorry. Alright, I bought you all the meat, Erin. and all the cheese.
I don't eat all the meat.
The pizza app was like, do you want to add bacon to this? And I was like, Erin, you want me to add
Heck,
bacon?
yeah,
Oh,
everything is better with bacon.
yeah, I knew that you would about to
The butts in the way.
charge me.
Busy with work stuff?
Yeah.
And home stuff, and
Stuff.
okay, yeah, so my life is busy right now.
I'm sorry, Carrie.
Bought my coworker a t-shirt, it had Eeyore, and he has an umbrella to tell, and on the shirt it says, you know, things could be worse.
Double thing, right?
I don't know how, but things could be worse.
Or like the meme of
I
the,
got,
where the dog is sitting there in a room on fire and he goes, this is not good. Something like that.
Yeah,
oh, there we go, found working.
yeah, so I dropped my phone.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
did it crack it in?
no, it just made my display, so it's like, looks like there's a filter on everything. And, so you can't tell because can't tell on that screen, because as long as I send it somewhere else, it looks fine, but if you're looking at the actual screen, it's all fuzzy.
Oh, no.
That is, maybe I'm gonna use, pick them, turn off the stick thing.
Oh,
Yummy chicken.
that's the one for Carrie, right?
No, no,
If it was gluten allergy or dairy, and I got it wrong, so
Okay.
Failure. I'm a bad person. I can't remember. Okay. Did we get a new tree? Did he print a different tree?
That's a different tree.
That was a better tree.
okay,
It's got a hand.
if anyone wants to turn in their nat 20 token for the cooler one, I found a whole stash of these. Yeah, and this will help you remember that that's the deal with the devil. token.
I'm real proud of myself for doing a deal with the devil without having to deal with the devil.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
that was-
Instead of telling with the devil, you just bribed the DM. So much more
We
useful.
love bribery.
I was thinking, close your way, I was just waiting for the opportunity. Like, I'm gonna give him a model, I'm gonna get something out of it.
There you go.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that you.
there's the dog tech hand.
Yep,
And napkin.
do I need to go get more napkins? No, we have napkins. Do I need to go get plates?
I think we're using
I
that.
don't wanna
I'm like, I've been.
I don't wanna let the jury's
Yeah.
table.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, it does leave, it leave the same.
Okay, I'll move it,
Okay.
because I don't wanna mess up your beautiful table.
Oh, I don't either.
I do, just kidding. I'm not a crazy person today.
My cookie.
Your toe is poking through what? Your sock, oh, your sock.
There a TV tray somewhere? Well, you are playing paladin, so, bully is, well, my paladin doesn't wear shoes, so. Do you have another TV tray somewhere, Gary? Yes, I can. Just so I can keep my stuff.
I don't know,
I
yeah.
don't think there's a tray over here.
I had a doctor's appointment today, and at least like skeletally, like my actual, like my spine is still okay, but that was just what they could tell with an X-ray. That doesn't tell, how the
You.
nerves and muscles and things like that are actually doing.
We were
It's gotta
supposed
be
to
too
have
hard.
cybernetic upgrade.
Thank
plan.
you.
Mhm.
We should have, I was promised when I was your age that by the time that you could get. This 2022, we're supposed to be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna rip all that out. You do like the cybernetic spine.
Yeah, why are they not, why is Gary not 3D printing you a new back? Jeez.
I bet you could.
I bet you could.
Yeah.
You'd be like, all right, so I taught myself neurosurgery this morning.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Well, I'm always trying a bunch of things. To give you an example, I got into, chiropractic.
All the things, like.
No, really, just curious having different problems. And she couldn't always go to the chiropractor right away, but she'd suffer all weekend. So I looked up how to do a lot of the different things. And so I mentioned it in front of Carrie's family, in which case I was chewed out because, you know, you're not a trained doctor, you could paralyze someone, how could you? And it wasn't met well, but, I have, tried my hand at, being a doctor many times. I've told Carrie, ask them for this and this test. And then, you know, this comes back, ask for this medication, don't I, all
Yeah.
the time?
Yeah, I call him Dr. Driscoll all the time. I'm like, Dr. Driscoll, this is happening this week.
Yesterday, Mary says to me,
We're
Mom,
thinking we should come a little stethoscope.
on Halloween, was Gary gonna give me a COVID shot or a flu shot? Cause we've gotta go get a shot. I don't think he was gonna give you a real shot. And she's like, I don't know, it was a pretty scary needle, but I think he could probably give me a shot better than a doctor. And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Aw.
No, did you get the fate point when she started playing?
Okay, I'll tell her.
Her first official fate point.
I know.
So. I've done a little bit of, remodeling. Couple things I printed out, I'm not sure what they are, so I'm gonna wing a couple of things here.
And we saw the trees different.
Yeah, the tree is awesome and scary.
It got them out. And not done, but oh well. And I have, do you have a Sharpie marker, honey?
Is the yellow string supposed to depict how far the tree is growing?
Need zealot. Yeah, it's supposed to have a bunch of other arms and stuff on it. There was several issues. I've been running into, but. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna look and
Okay.
see what crowd control spells I can learn.
So, we are gonna have to, redo, initiative order for everybody. Because, like I said, things got moved around in the construction and things like that. So, let's see, I'm going to roll for the part of the group that are the laughing quarters. Laughing quarters are going on 14. And then the zealots. The zealots are gonna go on. 5. Okay, Quentin, what did you get? Brian?
I got a 15.
Got 15. Okay, and then we'll have. Maisie go on 18. Crap.
Higher initiative than me.
I didn't think everyone, oh, she has Dex actually, so. Molly?
10.
Estelle?
Six.
Well, better than me.
All right.
I roll awesome.
Bonnie?
7.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go, you're next to each other. Pyrex? 14. Okay, 14. You are going with the laughing covers. Cool. So, yeah, that was my shoulder. You guys are going on the same.
I vote Tyrex goes first.
Story is not here. A new
16.
16. And, okay, roll off for the, Tyrex. Okay. Okay, laughing horse. I got a 9. It's a straight roll. 7. You got a 7. Okay, so laughing horn is going to go first before you in that round. Okay. Okay. So now The first up, is
Dang, what did Maisie roll?
amazing.
Oh,
This is gonna end terribly. Let's see, so. Make sure my reaction. Well, yeah, Maisie's off running, and I won't bring her out yet. Here, Jim. Okay, so. Maisie is breaking ranks and going around right. So, she's booking it, picking up a little cloud of dust along the way. All right. Where is she? She's right.
She's the blue stripe.
Okay. So that's Maisie point of view, where she is there. So now we're gonna go up next. Well, first off, I forgot a bit. We need ambience. We need creepy music. And of course, there's combat going on.
in the dark of the night, evil will find you. Wow.
That's a little too upbeat.
A new. You.
I don't know, cause I don't know where in proximity to the tree I am. Right there.
Well,
Awesome, okay.
that's what you see in front of you. And then you can see your guys on top of the camera.
Okay. So first things first. How many people can I see that have already given blood?
All the people like really near the tree. So
Okay.
there's a mixture of these people who are doing the smiling, and that seems different than the zealots themselves.
Oh geez. Awesome. Okay. So I guess the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Hellboy, my golem, out of the wind.
How long does it take to summon?
He's just an instant thing.
Out of the wind, you're gonna
Yeah.
summon?
I feel like that's gonna be the most abundant thing around here. Just so that he can kind of help corral people.
Can he summon and take actions on the same round?
He can, yes. But he's more. I was going to use him for more of crowd control than actual anything else. Because even his softest punch can kill.
Gotcha, but you gotta get to it quickly, whatever you're going to do.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to go first. I'll just leave it at that for now and move closer to the tree.
Can he push through anything? He doesn't necessarily have to attack, but if he can like push through the crowd and push him away.
Yeah, so we're gonna push through the crowd to get as close to the tree as we can, so that we can keep people away from the tree.
Okay, so moving through this crowd, there's heavy resistance.
Yes.
So you gotta keep that in mind. So I'm saying, like on your turn, you can move 5 feet,
That's fine.
unless you're really trying to hurt people and.
Nope. I'm not trying to hurt anyone yet.
Never forget.
Yeah.
I am a saint.
Yeah, without trying to hurt them. So you should do that there. So he's trying to push through, but they're all densely packed and all just trying to kind of like when these people are rushing the stage at a concert.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. So you have Quentin, your turn.
Did we figure out who was leading this mess beforehand?
As far as
I know the innkeeper brought us here, I think, right?
No,
well, the leader of the town brought you here. And as you're looking at him, he is off to your left. He's right there, and he's
Magistrate Turpin.
yeah, the magistrate Turpin, and he's really upset by this whole thing. Now, as far as the leader goes, right? So the leader of this whole thing, that's so my pen's not included. Darn
You want mine?
laser pointer. Okay, no, I got it working for a second here, but can you see that, Brian, from the overhead or anything? This one right here?
Yeah, okay, so he's kind of behind the tree, so I really can't see what's going on there.
From your point of view, no. No, you got a big kind of wave of water mostly blocking your view.
It's air.
Yes, you got a lot of thick air in front of you.
Could be fog. Condensed air.
Is
Oh,
Steve pulling me in any particular direction?
Let's see, with Steve,
And I guess the other question is, are they just kind of passing the knife around, or was it one person that's doing the cutting?
it's one person and then other people are coming up, and letting this person, cut them.
Okay, and that's the person behind the tree then?
Yes.
Okay,
Now as far as, Steve is, well, he's tense because he knows basically you're running into a whole crowd of enemies at this point. Whether you want to save them or not, they still mean you harm.
yeah. I think at this point, there's not a whole lot I can do from this angle, so I'm gonna try and work my way around the perimeter
Okay,
to get around to the other side of the tree,
you
as
have
far as I can go.
20 feet, right?
No, actually it would, well, depending on what limitations you put on me, but with Steve, I can move 30.
Okay, you can move 30, and then you're going to double that, or you're gonna dash, or just move 30?
If it's clear enough that I can run, then yeah.
Well, you can run around.
Yeah, basically I'm gonna go, if looking from the overhead, I'm gonna go kind of counterclockwise, just around the outside of the crowd, to try and get the leader in view.
Okay, well, you,
No, the other way, counterclockwise.
oh yeah, counterclockwise, so that was 12, or that puts you like around, like right here.
Okay,
Does that work?
yeah, that'll work. Do I have you got me pointed a little off there. Can I get a clear line of sight to the guy to put a crossbow and bolt in him, or no?
No,
I feel like it's too densely packed
yeah, it's
to shoot anything with good accurate.
yeah, you're they're on the same level as the rest of the crowd, and so you'd have to try to shoot through several people. You can't even really see the person exactly. So there's no way you could get a clear shot.
Okay, well then I'm gonna just kind of hold here and save my action in case I need to react to something. And I'm basically just watching that guy in case I get an opportunity to take a clear shot.
Okay. So, here we go. So, now, next is gonna be the laughing horrors. Right? And so. Let's see, and so we'll have those two.
Right, I forgot they joined right at the end.
With guys,
They're all going crazy. They're all.
Well,
Well, no, I know, but then.
But the laughing horrors are different than the zealots.
They're.
Different, so the laughing people are different than the people that are giving blood.
Yeah. Like one is like a J-pop fan group and the other's like a K-pop.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
That should clarify it.
Totally understood the
Yeah.
entire reference.
That's,
If we could get the laughing people to give the blood to the tree, then maybe that'll fix everything.
More than the tree just starts laughing.
More blood is not the solution to our issue.
maybe he's working for
No,
the
the
tree.
tree is what is.
So,
Tyrex would think trees bleed, wouldn't he?
Yes,
Yeah, he would.
especially this tree. He's very interested.
alright, so laughing
Oh,
horrors.
weird.
Okay, so, we're gonna start with you, I'm just gonna go around the table for damage,
Okay.
and, let's see.
I have an AC of 18.
Okay, so. I got a nat 20,
Okay,
let's see if one of them looks like a
That's not good.
fire type.
that's a great way to start this off for me.
Alright.
I don't know healing spells yet.
I got
Okay.
healing.
I do.
7 points, 14 points of damage because it's doubled.
14.
Yep, and then the next one I got a 4. And I tended to have 3. So. Oh, that's the third one there. So. And I got a AC 6.
18.
Okay, so then we have a new. So new, you have 2 on you, I got, AC 15. And AC 14,
The 15 hits.
the 15 hits.
Is she within 5 feet of me? Or a little further?
A little bit outside of 5 feet. Okay.
You're a little closer. I
So
can
the
help you.
15 hits, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so. But with you, let's see. You take 2 points of damage. Carrie. AC 17.
I do, yes.
Oh, yeah, 52.
Miss, definitely, and a miss. So AC 17.
Hits.
I also rolled the D10 and it gives me the average
so
every time.
that's
It's a-
8
It's a-
Almost twice as much.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, now
The average roll. is
Bonnie.
7.
is, let's see. 8.
I guess upstairs, hanging out if they sort of brings the game.
What's your, AC?
16.
Okay, and then
Your own class is higher than mine.
1, so I hit once, the fire types.
I know I'm squishy.
Are you? Oh, there's.
So, so you, 9 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright, and
Ouch.
those, now it's Tyrex,
Cool. I
I
am
ran
surrendered
to
right now.
T-Rex.
yes.
I didn't get attacked.
Oh, I did forget to attack you.
Why'd you say something, my dude?
Alright.
Why?
Because I want to use my attacks as parries so they don't go to waste.
Okay, AC 21 on one of them.
And I try to parry it. What do I got to do?
I forget the actual parry rules, but roll a D20 plus your athletics and see if you can beat a 21.
Not 20.
You got a nat 20? Well, never mind then. I guess I don't get to roll damage. Okay, so now we're back to, Tyrex.
Tyrex, okay. First image right there. I can't do what I was originally intending to do. And I am surrounded on all sides by the laughing horrors, right?
Or the zealots, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, the zealots are closer to the tree, right?
Oh, that's fair. No, that's fair.
Primarily, yeah.
Okay. Oh, right, okay, so I. Yeah, we're. Yeah, I don't wanna hit anybody else, but I could go. That one, no. I'm just gonna hit 'em. Okay, so I'm going. Seeing all this, I got my long sword out, I'm getting ready, I'm just gonna slam these people with my sword, Here we go. First one's an 11.
Now, which one are you attacking?
Let's make an opening, I kinda wanna clear, cut my way towards the trees, so. This one, this old lady one?
Okay.
You're attacking a sweet old lady?
Yes.
The paladin's attacking a beggar.
I never said I was a good paladin. So the first hit is an 11. Does that hit?
Yes.
That one hits, okay.
Mhm.
I just wanna see what my damage is, just in case she goes down, so. Cause I don't wanna use both my attacks on her if she goes down, okay. So.
Or open.
That is 5 damage. Sorry. You can go on moment. Okay, and I am going. Is that enough to knock her out, or is it not?
She's still conscious, because you said you did how many points?
So it was 5 points of damage.
No, she's not unconscious.
Okay, let me add in a smite then on top of that attack. And I do an extra 2d8 radiant damage. That's 6 and 3 is 9 more damage.
9 more damage. That's more than she has. You managed to kill the old beggar woman.
What a noble quest.
Yeah.
What a noble quest, good Sir Knight. What next?
Um,
Pick the orphan?
do I have a straight shot to the tree now, or is there more blocking my way after she's down?
Well,
Or
there's,
to get to the.
Be nice to Dex.
it's not
man.
exactly a straight shot.
Be nice, yeah.
He's right in front of
You
you.
have Dex and you have this
Dex
guy
can't die,
here.
and I don't have time to make another one.
And I forgot my movement. I apologize. It's 30 feet.
And you have, of course, this dead body.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over her to the next guy.
Mhm.
And I'm going to attack him now. Yes, I have 2 attacks.
Flipping-
I'd highly recommend blunt weapons because we really don't need more blood.
Oh,
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, you do notice that the blood from that innocent woman is making the tree roots flow even more than they were before.
I told you
why
blood.
say anything.
I told you blood was.
Guys, my pencil, look at.
Okay.
I told you more blood was not the way we were going to fix this, and you killed somebody? Okay.
And that guy okay, yeah, that's 22 to hit that guy.
Mhm. Yep, you hit him.
And then
Good job.
can we do non-lethal? This time?
Well, yes. See, I allow people to choose, like you're doing with the butt of the weapon and things like that. Or even if you were trying to stab, it's like, I know this is not a vital spot, I'll stab here. So the person,
Like hamstring,
yeah, that type of, well, a healer will be able to fix this.
So I'm gonna go for this is what I'm gonna do to this guy. I'm like, oh, let's not kill these guys now. They're bad, but they're not that bad.
Yes, it's so
He
cool.
that is a 4 damage. I am pumping in another smite into that one.
Mhm.
So that was 4 plus 4, 8 plus 4 is 12.
So you
for
did
non-lethal.
12 non-lethal, and, okay, the person is definitely out.
Cool.
right? And we'll put them, that's gonna be, number 2.
We got a couple.
1, 2, 4. Apparently I'm missing, no, there it is. So, number 2 is unconscious type thing. All right, and so you moved 5 feet and then did that.
And so for that now, can I use Laura's movement to get up to the crowd, or is that?
Well, you still have to step over, so that's gonna count as 2, just so that 1 inch, considered 2 inches basically.
So about like 10 feet to get there.
Yes, and
Okay.
just to get over him, because he's an obstacle, or you can break left.
No, I'm just gonna walk over him, so, and then just get up into the crowd right here as much as I can.
Okay, so define as much as you can. What is your movement left? You already -5, this is gonna take you 15, what do you have left?
That'd be 15 feet.
So you have 3 inches. Okay, so you can get your guy to go step over the person you murdered and then the other person that you spared.
And, okay, I have one other thing, let me make sure I know what it does. Excuse me. 30 feet, where are my allies at right now?
I'm just a few feet to your right,
Their allies. Yeah.
There's
or behind
right
you.
So
there,
you have, she's one, that's your wife Estelle. This is Bonnie. This is Molly. This is Maisie.
okay,
And you have Giacomo back here. Right?
is this
I
about,
forgot to make a card for Giacomo.
Okay.
is this about 30 feet between Estelle and me right here?
30 feet between you and Estelle. Hold on, let me take a peek. Between you and Estelle. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Help you.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna do.
so 30 feet, basically this far. And she is.
I'm right.
Where did she go? There she is.
There's so many people. I'm right there.
Yeah, so she is just outside.
Yes, that's okay.
He needs 40 feet.
Okay. So that one won't work. Where is my? Sorry, I have a lot of things, and I'm trying to find them. Where is my shoulder face at?
You want me to go to the next one and come back for your shoulder page? or-
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's
Okay.
that, so
So-
then it's a bonus that.
So when you find it, so I can keep this thing moving, we can, retcon in a little bit.
Yeah.
So now we have zealots. Let's see, who is,
Oh, here it is.
well, so far the zealots aren't interested in any of you guys exactly, they're moving close to the tree, both protecting it and giving it, their blood. Roll, for some, so roll that.
Got it.
Perception check.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Those keen elf eyes always help us.
I'm moving.
well, I'm an elf and I rolled a whopping
Shoulder face at
8.
60 feet.
I always think.
Yeah.
It's concentration and it gives the creature of my choice. It plus 2 to AC for the rating of this one.
Plus 2 AC.
So you have 14.
Okay, so now let's go on to, so what do we get for,
Perception?
perception?
I got 10.
And
A whopping 8.
19 plus
21.
5.
perception.
So the
And 17.
And
Oh, I got 20 with my
17
modifiers.
with Brian. So, Brian, Abby, and Aaron, what you see on the tree, so the limbs that were cut off are starting to like regrow and stretch out. The roots are getting thicker and like starting to pull up through the ground, like kind of like you see like roots, like they'll lift up like a sidewalk or something like that. They're starting to lift stones and stuff. out of the ground as more and more blood soaks into it, but what it's more alarming is as the bark is ripping away, you see these beings that look like it was being held inside the tree. These beings are starting to rip out. There's a few of them around the tree. Yes. Mhm.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Tyrex doesn't see it, but I see it.
Yeah. No, you didn't roll high enough, so nothing.
Tyrex is kind of busy with the
Okay.
balls in front of him.
So that's, so like I said, the zealots are, increasing the power of the tree. Molly. I wish I had there, but into the tree. No, you know what? I'm back into the tree.
Brave Sir Robin.
Bravely ran away.
Brave-
I'm going to walk over here by Giacomo
Yeah,
and ready in action.
okay, and if you can just withdraw 5 feet, if you actually go over here, it's gonna provoke an opportunity for 3 attackers.
Oh,
You'd have to disengage in order to do it. Can you lose your action?
I think I actually can do that as a monk.
I think you can use your key points to do that, right?
Yeah,
She can just do things.
Key points are useful.
Yeah, they seem to need the whole key to.
That's the key to playing the board.
That was low key funny.
Hey, it hurt me too, guys. It hurt.
Obviously.
you can move on. I'm gonna look to see if it actually provokes an action if I use my key
Okay.
point to
So the-
disengage.
So then you're gonna have to remind me, because I might forget at some point once I move along. Okay,
I
So-
think it's a bonus action.
so now we're going down to Bonnie.
Okay, so when we ended the last session,
Yes.
I had paid you a model for that nat 20.
Yeah, nobody remembers.
Oh, yeah,
I
no.
remember. I remember.
I remember,
That was like
'cause I was right next to
that
it.
was like 4 hours of painting.
We could always go back to the recording if we needed to.
That's
Disengage doesn't revoke that, so I can actually
And-
disengage with one,
and
sorry.
Okay, let me finish
Sorry,
with him.
yeah,
then.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, okay, you,
so what Bonnie was doing was she had done a performance check to go up to the person with the knife, make it seem like she wanted to participate in the ceremony, and then take the knife from him, and then throw her dragon's breath vial and light the tree on fire.
okay,
And then you said, we'll find out next time what happens. So
Yes, next time.
that's where Bonnie is.
so I'll say your performance check. That you did get you through the zealots and up to the person.
That makes
Now-
sense. Bonnie has a lot of experience with drunk people and stuff, so she's able to mimic them very well.
But you can't do all out of what you're just saying just now.
Okay.
Your thing managed to get you through the lines.
Okay.
But that's still so much movement, that was like pushing it to get that far. You don't have time to grab the knife or do anything else this round.
Okay.
You
Um,
moved just as you reached for it.
I think I'm gonna get close.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Good pizza.
So, now, buy a pizza.
Pause for effect.
Alright, and chocolate mouthful, there too. Now, we're gonna finish up with Carrie.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna withdraw.
Yeah.
And that costs you a key point or it doesn't?
It does.
Okay, and then you're gonna move over to Giacomo, that's definitely within your movement.
I'm ready in action. If anyone attacks Giacomo, I can attack,
You
right?
don't like that?
Okay,
Okay.
so you wanna get
Okay.
not so much behind as more in front of them? then?
Yep.
Okay.
Practice that.
There you go. So now you, from your vantage point now, I really gotta remember to move this camera. Is you have moved and now are in front of Gotham. Okay, so now it goes Estelle.
Probably shouldn't have left Turpin by himself.
And now Estelle,
Chancellor.
yeah, Estelle,
So many minis are just pushing them out of the way.
yeah. So
Okay.
Exactly like a
That's my
K-pop
view.
concert.
Yes, exactly like a K-pop concert. Okay, so now this is
Okay.
what you see.
Okay. Well,
Oh, by the way, the whole, what do I call him, chancellor or
Magistrate.
the match.
the magistrate Turpin? He's, people, please stop. Just for the love of God, what are you doing? This insanity, stop. And so he's telling the people, I
It's
order
really
you to
effective.
stop.
That's not bad.
So yeah, they're, obviously they put down their weapons and they're all going home, just like he said.
And the tree's going back to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
He saved you,
Spell that might actually help.
he saved you all.
Come back to attack, we can't save God.
I can cast haste on myself.
Mhm.
To double my movement.
You better
Yes,
do
we're
it
doubling-
anyway.
To double my movement,
That's a good one, Gary.
yeah, you threw me off.
Sorry.
I'm gonna double my movement, and am I able to get through more people towards the tree quicker that way?
Yes, but what path are you trying to take? You know?
Well,
'Cause
Basically
there are
straight
paths,
up.
like if you're trying to, I'm gonna avoid people, or there's a, I'm trying to get to
Well,
the tree.
I guess what I'm thinking, is I come kind of probably just around these guys and then more in this swing.
Okay, so that avoids everybody except for there. Now, what is your normal movement?
My normal movement is 35.
35, so you can move 14 inches.
Yeah.
So 14 inches is enough to wrap around. I mean, you'll still have to deal with now you have
These
some
friends.
zealots,
Yeah,
and then you're gonna get the interest of this person here.
okay,
Who's a laughing for, oh, of
Cool,
course, that laughing
cool.
for. Type thing,
Okay.
but you do manage to break ranks, and
You did it.
I'm just gonna put the camera behind you.
That's-
So you guys can-
Third person view.
Yes.
My feet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Easy shot right there.
Anybody in need of healing at the moment?
Yes,
very little bit.
these zealots could use some.
Yeah, let's heal the zealot.
They fled a lot onto the tree.
You what, actually, guys?
Seal up every wound that you find.
What is it? The one that restores, I think it's lesser restoration. Come back to me and I'll look at
Okay,
what it does.
so we're moving forward.
I just can't remember what.
So remember, anyone who I move forward from, I may not remember to get back to you, you might have to.
Okay,
remind me
don't
after.
come back to me because it's an action and I already took my action.
Okay.
Just don't come back to me for next.
So,
You said what? No, anything.
alright, so now you have.
Please, I keep forgetting that.
So is Maisie aware that she can just summon her sword at will now?
Yes, now.
Oh, there goes trying to keep the sharp objects from the 6-year-old.
It's fine.
She's got this.
Everyone needs to learn how to have a good fight every once in a while.
Okay. So
You clearly haven't met Maisie.
there's Maisie. Now
I have.
you have
She's wonderful.
you have Giacomo. Now, this is what Giacomo does. He has this case that he sets up, which just looks like maybe, it was, just kind of like almost like a guitar case. It's not shaped like that. It was just kind of more square, like maybe it held some other instrument or something, a lute or something. But when he opens it up, it opens and opens and opens, and it ends up to be like a whole wall full of instruments. It's like
That's so.
kind of like a bag of holding. He takes his musical book and he puts it up in the air. The pages separate and start all spinning around him.
That's
Right.
useful.
And so he prepares, you know,
On command.
yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
Very impressive.
He prepares for the
Chiropractic skills
to
are paid.
sing his counter song to try to get the laughing horrors, because that's what he's targeting with the music, 'cause the zealots are something different.
hurt me on accident. I feel like this is gonna hurt me too.
Why is it gonna hurt you?
Cause I have the,
You're not being affected by it though.
but I
You're
still
scary.
have it.
Well, let's just see what
'Cause
happens.
she's evil.
My kid struck. her.
What's that?
Cause she's evil.
Well, that is true. That is, yeah.
Don't
yeah.
worry, Abby.
I'll just kill the
And-
news so I can
and
go to my
China-
next character who was the
Tyrex, of course, is
necromancer.
beating up old poor women who gets in his way too, so. So- So this is Giacomo, singing, and he's gonna be facing off against a bard that's on the other side, in case you didn't remember that from last time.
Oh, there was a bard on the other team?
Yes.
Cyrus just takes a moment.
wake
Over the hedges.
What is your spike doing? Is it also moving?
It's just like.
We
straight
just
up in
pause
the
for a
air.
second, everyone pauses for dramatic effect.
Okay,
Gotta
so
wake up.
I mean, I have an epic mohawk.
I need one more. I need evil bard. I forgot about that. I think I might have accidentally hit with them on loop and I didn't mean to. Okay,
Leave it
so-
on.
You
Love
can,
it.
So-
we can loop it, it's fine.
So anyway, so what you guys get now is you have, you all get to roll with advantage, right?
Sweet.
And you have, +5 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yay.
Temporary.
They are hit points and they are temporary.
That's fine, we're gonna lose them anyway.
4, 5 hit points.
Holy crap.
I feel like how it turns blue when I
Her.
have.
Evil
Her.
bird.
Yes.
You just misgendered.
No, I'm just kidding. Did you just misgendered somebody?
Oh,
Cancel this man.
someone's gender.
He totally
He's
did.
Tyrex, he's not very intelligent.
So that was Giacomo and, so a new,
Okay, I only moved like 5 feet closer to the tree, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't get very, okay, cool. So I am becoming frustrated because I want to get to this tree. So I am going to have both Dex and Hellboy basically just ram into people to get them out of my way.
To grab them
Okay.
and gently shove them aside.
so. all
Yes,
right.
but Dex and Hellboy have greater strength than I do, so they will be more successful in that endeavor. And then I can just walk to the tree once they are done and then do my action.
Kind of like Moses, but not.
But violent.
Reverse Moses. Cause Moses parted the sea, slamming through
Okay.
with this, well, not with the
I
sea.
wanna make a character called.
I just really wanted just to be water, so that way it's just reverse.
That's so good, that's
What's his AC?
Dex's AC, I think, is 50, but let me double check. So Dex's AC is 15 and Hellboy's is 13.
So,
And they can die.
yes, well, he takes 1 point of damage.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
No,
You hear the enraged scream of a golem
Okay, and then the other guy.
after being splashed. He's water at this point, or air at
no,
this.
he's air.
And what was his AC, your cat?
Dex is 15.
So,
Yeah.
and he takes 8 points of damage.
Go.
I need to write this down. I haven't actually had to take notes for them so far.
So you can steal a piece of printer paper or something.
Yes.
Okay, so, are you doing anything else? You
Yes.
managed, they managed to push their way to the tree, and so you can sort of follow behind them type thing.
Yes.
Um,
So,
but you're not gonna be,
Oh, shoot. Sorry. I need-
I was like, was that me?
That scared me.
you're not gonna be able to,
Hello?
do much, because basically that counts as like
Yeah,
They're
So-
doing that during your 6 seconds that you have.
Yes. Once I get to the tree, I'm going to cast grease, which basically is a 60-foot radius,
Mhm.
I think. Let me. So it's 60 feet by 10 feet, but I don't know if that's a 60-foot radius and then it goes out 10 feet. Or if it's a 10-foot radius and it goes 60 feet. I would prefer it's a 10-foot circle and then goes out 60 feet. But since I'm not entirely sure and it doesn't actually say, I will,
I think it's describing the cylinder.
yeah, so,
It's 10 feet tall
10 feet
No.
tall.
yeah,
and
60
60
feet wide.
feet wide. Like imagine 3 pizzas stacked on top of each other. It's
yes,
about
but
like-
I want it on the ground, so it would be more of,
So draw a circle on the ground and then
Yeah.
10 feet up.
yeah, okay. It actually has a picture of a square, which I think is funny, but anyways, so I'm gonna cast grease, and it basically is going to cover the ground. Oh, yeah, it does, in a 10-foot square centered at the tree, so at the start of the tree, 10 feet all the way around the tree is now covered in grease, which means no one can get to it.
Well, they're gonna have like a dex.
Yes,
It's a
there,
slippery
there,
tree.
yes, so they have to have,
Are you doing anything else? We'll get back to what the grease does when.
but, so I've cast grease in hopes of, one, keeping people away, and two, the tree will absorb the grease and try and like cancel out the blood,
Gotcha. Quentin,
so.
so I'm trying to keep it rolling.
Sorry.
So, well,
Yep, that grease was a really good idea, and I could have swore I had some kind of fire something spell in this Kender bag of holding, so I'm gonna dig around in there and see if I can find something useful. I have like a fireball already cast inside my my Kender bag.
I don't remember you having a fireball cast. I think you just had some Fireball Kentucky whiskey. I think that's what you're thinking.
Well, that could still work if I light it on fire.
Okay,
Is that a
That
thing?
plus the grease
So-
could be.
I mean, it totally can be.
so you want to know what you have to roll in order to get that? Like-
Yeah, am I rolling a 20 or you want a percentile?
No, roll me a D20 and let's see. And tell me what you get.
With advantage, right?
Yes, everything is rolled with advantage because of Giacomo's thing.
So I got a 16.
Nice.
Okay, and on, you wanna try rolling again, because what you needed, was, between 5 and 6.
I didn't know I had to be so specific.
Between them.
Unfortunately, my next roll was a 4.
Oh.
Well, that was gonna be if you wanted specifically like something that was actually Fireball. I was kidding about the whiskey, so I made a very specific range that you actually got a Fireball item or something from the Kender bag.
Ah, okay. Well, what did I end up pulling out then?
So now what was your highest roll? You said
16.
16. Okay, you do manage to get Fireball Kentucky whiskey. It's spiced heavily with cinnamon. Ooh. Yeah,
And it's high enough proof that it should burn, right?
yeah, it's really high proof. So you didn't get exactly what you want, but apparently the Kender bag can get you in the ballpark. Even if you
Good
don't.
stuff. So I'm gonna lob that towards the tree and at the very least, get it into the grease and break it so that, there's very flammable alcohol flying around with this grease now too.
Grease.
Before you do that though, Bonnie sensed the Kentucky whiskey and now
Hold on, y'all.
you're gonna have to
My
try.
whiskey senses are tingling.
You might have to try to.
She's like, shit.
You're gonna have to beat her on initiative, otherwise she will drink it before you can throw it.
Nowhere near me.
But we already rolled initiative and I did be.
Snatch it out of the air.
It doesn't matter.
She's like Magneto.
Okay.
Alcohol.
So, yes. So, yeah, so you can throw it, at the tree, and it's a I mean, it's a semi-stationary object, it is moving around a little bit. So basically, all you really have to hit is like, say, a 10.
Well, I rolled a 19, so.
Okay.
That
So,
works too.
so you hit it now, how are you gonna set it on fire?
I'm hoping somebody else has some fire handy, unless there's like some torches burning around me. I don't think it's really good to take the time to try and set one of my crossbow bolts on fire.
I got you. It might take a minute, but I do have firebolt as a cantrip that I can light the grease on fire with.
On your-
Perfect. And the
Okay.
alcohol will just add to that, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a waste of
So
good
now
whiskey.
we're going to the laughing
I can waste my
horrors.
moonshine.
And I'm gonna keep trying to kind of work my way around a little bit farther because I'm still trying to get a shot on the guy with the knife.
Okay, I forgot where you were here. Actually, I should have moved this because this is your perspective from the tree.
Oh, wait,
So now from your
that didn't
perspective, which way do you want to go?
I think my best bet is going to be to keep working my way a little bit to the right.
A little bit to your right, so a little bit this way?
Yeah,
Okay, and let's see.
if I can get a shot on the guy with the knife at any point, I'm gonna let that crossbow bolt fly.
Let's see. You. Let's see if I can see my finger here. So if you move right here, you have a kid in your way who's trying to stop you. But you technically do have a shot. Unfortunately, since you're short, the kid's about your height. You would have to get the kid out of your way, or
All right, well then I'll smack him in the head with the butt of my crossbow.
All right. So you've already.
Is that the one that's right in front of me that's all blurry?
Yes.
Okay, and then the guy with the beard and the stick, is that the bad guy?
No,
No, the bad guy is right here.
can you see Bonnie's character?
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. Well,
I'm like, did you need to?
so let me, so you had to reach into your tender pouch, find this thing and throw it. That is your, your action, type thing. And then I allowed you to do your movement. So you're not gonna be able to like hit and shoot and do all that unless you got more actions than I remember.
Well, Steve's got an action, so he'll take out the kid for me.
Okay.
Perfect.
So just roll for it. Make sure you didn't get a 0 or anything. No, 1 rather.
What's the AC of a kid?
He didn't do too well. He got a 9.
It doesn't take much. You got the kid out of the way.
And then I'll be ready to loose the crossbow bolt next round.
Okay, and pushing him out of the way with your movement, you can step forward a little bit, and that's gonna be about it before encountering resistance. Now, it's gonna go, the laughing horrors.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, I'm looking forward to this.
They're so jolly.
Not a good thing.
Okay. And these guys.
I like how we just completely abandoned them, except for Molly.
Molly doesn't have inside information.
Tyrix was just like, oh, big evil tree, I'm going after it.
So, let's see, so we got 3, 1, knock them all. So there's one good guy, another good guy, where's. Let's see. Oh, there's you, so you.
Remember, you have plus big ears. For the time being.
How long does that last? Question mark number 10. Got it.
And so you're
10
going
minutes.
to the tree.
Or until I get too hard where I can't save my concentration.
Okay, so we'll start with, you. Let's see, are we going
I'm really glad I gave you that.
5 and 6, so 6 attacks on you. And, I got 7, 18. So I get 1 hit, 16. And 5, so I get 2 hits, and the people who are around you are, let's see, that guy. So here's the kid. So, let's see. You get 5 points of damage.
Not my damage,
No, and then you get 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
that is screening.
that's you. Let's see, this magistrate guy, he's so he's still alive, and then we gotta do carry. So we get 1, 2, 3. Domino gets 2. So 21, 17, and 19.
Now,
Let's see.
It's like head, shoulders, knees and toes right there.
but I had a ready action if you want to attack Giacomo, so I don't know what that does.
Okay, so well then I'll let you get an extra attack that's not on the round,
Okay.
to one of them. But so these guys, like thunder type, not really, so we'll do 4, 7, 8. So you get 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And you can attack one of these guys who's getting ready to roll up on Giacomo.
You have advantage.
Oh, thank you.
You don't have advantage.
5.
20's mine.
Thank you.
No,
Is that next meeting with the dice jail?
We're putting this one in the gel. Pull out this one next.
What did you?
I rolled an 8 and then I rolled a 5.
That's a very bad dice. It doesn't deserve to be rolled this round.
And then 4 on you, Tyrants. So say 13,
13, no.
16,
Yes.
3,
No.
and 13.
Don't leave it.
Okay, and 2. So 3 points of damage.
3 points. Okay, let me see if I make. Save my concentration, so we still have that. 3 points of damage.
And, okay, I haven't done, I've attacked you, right? Okay, I haven't attacked New, and New's got. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, what?
Oh, man. We'll just resolve that one.
I think that's automatic decapitation.
Why are you trying to security?
I'm interested to see the necromancer.
8 points of damage.
But that's the same character. as the-
Then you have,
So,
13, EC 13,
Nope,
okay, AC 14,
nope,
AC 3.
nope.
You sure?
Positive.
Alright. I think that involves all that guy. So and now I have to attack Brian. And I think I've attacked everybody else. So,
You don't really have to, I mean,
well, I didn't want you to feel left out, like I was ignoring you just because you're, on like a Zoom thing. I feel like a jerk. So. Oop. I would want to stay up and strong. Start this. So. What's your AC?
16.
Okay, so I get 1 hit, 2 hits, there you go. Right, 2 hits. You have, you take 12 points of damage.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And then let's see. Then it goes Tyrex.
It is my turn. Yay, okay.
Go, Tyrex.
I got a bunch of people around me.
No blood, Tyrex.
Tyrex learned his lesson after the last one. The tree got happy and he doesn't want it to be happy. Question for the DM.
Yes.
So my breath weapon is cold.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible that I can use it in a way that like freezes them up? So that way I don't necessarily kill them with my breath weapon. I don't think it will kill them. But if it does enough damage, could I just say like they're frozen solid? Or could it dead?
You can
Alright,
raise
since-
their feet so they can't move.
Remember DM.
Sorry.
So, now, a cold breath weapon is just really taking the heat from the air. If you were gonna try to freeze around, you also need moisture. So if you were to throw water on them and then breath weapon, I could argue that you could maybe freeze them or something, or freeze them.
Or fireball whiskey.
Well, fireball, yeah, well, it naturally doesn't freeze that much. They used to put real grain alcohol in radiators of cars until people kept drinking it in the military.
Yeah, it has a very low freezing
Yeah,
temperature.
very low freezing point. So if you had some sort of a water thing, like if her thing was rather made out of air, was made out of water, and you had to go around a bunch of people, potentially you could freeze them and keep them solid, but
Otherwise it would just do damage to
it's just gonna do cold damage.
Okay.
On my next turn, Dex does, or not Dex, Hellwood can use waterfall,
I guess
which will drench people, and so you can do that on your next turn.
I guess I won't do that then. There's a lot of people between me and where I wanna be. And do I see the evil bard where she's at all? Would I be able to have that?
It's nice, sort of.
Cause I'm not sure where the evil bard is. Is that this one?
That's the evil bard, yes.
Oh,
and-
okay, that's where,
So
okay.
I'm trying to see if you can't see my finger, you can't
Yeah,
see, so
okay,
no.
okay. And I won't be able to see the guy with the knife. Okay,
The guy with the knife is here and.
all I can see
Yeah,
is the tree and that's the way the direction is going.
you know,
Okay, Cool. Yeah, he's just gonna keep going through just bashing people on their heads until they fall down.
Mhm.
That's gonna be Tyrex's way of getting to where he wants to be. Okay, so I'm gonna go after this woman right in front of me for
Remember, no blood.
Good strategy, beat the women.
Okay,
Maybe we can
15.
find one that's lame.
that is 15 to hit on her.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit, okay. And 2, 5, and we'll pump a smite into that one. And that'll, and so that was 5. And 8. I can't map that. Is that 13?
Mhm.
No, she only had 9.
Yeah, so that's plenty enough to get her knocked out of my way. And then the gentleman, is that a man? Off to her side right there.
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna get hit next.
He doesn't look very gentle.
Well, why don't you quit being judgmental?
And that was also a 15. And that is a 6 plus 3 is 9. Is that enough to knock him out, or do I need to do it more?
That is not good.
Okay, I won't put the smite into that one. And I believe, yep, that is all I can do because I'm holding concentration on that, and that's the only other bonus action I have. If I can, I would like to move up over them and keep pushing up towards the tree.
You can, I'm gonna, for the sake of, I'm just gonna move these people, their bodies here, but, you know, for the sake of moving the camera.
Literally just braining everybody till I reach that frickin'
Yes.
tree.
And now you had a couple guys on the side, your movement, provokes, 2 attacks of opportunity.
Okay,
And I get, AC 12 and, 18.
18 meets my armor class.
Okay, and then. And so, we get 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, and then we would make sure I keep my concentration. I keep my concentration.
So then it's zealots. After that, so now the zealots can continue their action, and they're also. They're all eyes are on you there, Miss Bonnie. They're waiting for you to cut yourself. So the lady comes up who's holding the dagger.
Okay.
Right? And she grabs your wrist and goes to slice it.
All right. I punch her in the throat, take the knife from her.
Okay, well, since it's the zealot's turn, the zealot is gonna go, and I rolled amazingly bad, so
Quick question. Is the zealot within my 10 foot of grease? Because if she is, she has to make a dexterity saving throw or fall flat on her butt.
well, so 10 feet of grease centered on the tree.
Yes.
So so if you have a line go there, she's actually, it's right on the outskirts of it.
I tried to be useful to you.
Hey,
She's got 1
I
foot in the
appreciate,
grease, especially since my dexterity
one
is really.
foot. One foot, I mean, the grease is like immediately behind your foot, if that's helpful to you.
I rolled a 29.
You rolled a 21 to deflect it, or what?
Well, sorry, you were rolling. I thought I was supposed to
Yeah.
roll too.
Oh, no, I did so badly, and that's true, you did have to roll late, I guess you could have rolled a 1 and I could have lost, but, so she doesn't manage to.
She just couldn't bear marring this lovely skin.
Yeah, well, she tried, you just pulled your arm away, but of course, now that makes all the zealots around you very unhappy and has spoiled your cover a bit, so. 6 and herself. So, let's see. 21, right? Okay, so I got 21. I got a 18. I got a 9, which probably doesn't hit.
It does not.
15.
I might need some healing after.
I
7.
really have a first level healing spell for like 1d6 of healing.
I'll take
So
it.
what's your AC?
16.
So 16, so I didn't get that, I didn't get that, I didn't get that.
My
So
level
I get to roll
9 healing
3
spell is what I was
and
excited for,
3
but
zealot guys.
6 points is 6 points.
It's this is the, so you get 2, you get 10, 11, 14 points of damage.
Oh,
Luckily, I had 5 temporary hit points. That makes it a little easier.
Thank you.
And so, oh golly, Miss Molly.
I'm attacking, bringing the spare dice.
I wish I
And,
could still use web, but I can't
okay.
for an hour.
He shoots webs.
You
I
can
can-
get out of there, you feel comfortable if I drop myself.
Well. So I'm attacking the person closest to Giacomo.
Okay, so you're turning, and there's 2 people attacking Giacomo.
Okay, I will attack this guy first.
Mhm.
And, I want to spend 1 key point for a, just. Anyway, I get 3 attacks on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other one?
so, 16,
Okay, that hits.
okay. We can roll all the attacks to see if they all hit.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you.
I don't give me 11 minutes.
And you do have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, 17 hits,
Yes.
and then, 30, 20. Because they'll hit,
You
Oh,
have
yeah.
30 20s.
yeah,
Mhm.
so
Keep using that.
my,
Yeah, that just is nice.
yeah, okay, so 3 attacks. 7. Ooh, 7, 13, 13, 13 plus 18.
It is.
I teach first
31, 2.
31.
I was like,
31 points of damage.
Okay, so the one guy, that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn then and attack her, and I'm gonna do the same thing, so I'll spend 1 key point to attack her 3 times. Nat 20,
Okay.
Nice.
So that's that down.
yeah, 13, does that hit?
For that one's the fighter,
Uh-huh.
no.
Oh.
another nat 20?
Is it?
It is, yes.
It is.
I have
Two-
like
2 nat 20s.
Roll me some damage.
It
Okay.
really is, that's so
That's fine.
awesome.
Okay, so attacked twice.
You've got advantage, Carrie.
Not with damage,
Damage.
but you can double it.
But I get 6, so 7 and 7,
That's 14.
so it's 14, doubled is 28.
See,
That-
that's not
That's more than he had.
Okay.
That's.
It's not taking much to knock them down.
Yeah, well, there are some town guards mixed in amongst here, and I imagine some of them to be like tougher, but a lot of these are townspeople, you know what I mean? They're the shop.
That's a rough day.
Shopkeepers in different things.
It is
So, and then it goes down to Bonnie.
All right. So Bonnie looks up at the zealot and says, you tried to cut my skin. You shouldn't have did that. She's gonna use a grit point, actually 2 grit points to do a special attack. Follow me on this one.
no blood.
She grabs the girl by the wrist, puts the shotgun into her shoulder and fires.
No
This is what's known as a
blood.
disarming shot.
Except it
I
has blood.
got it. Let me be over
Very,
here.
very funny, but before you do that though, I'm gonna need you to roll me a will check, and you have to at least make, since this is the first one, all you have to do is make a 12, because this is what you hear.
Well, Bonnie's on the other
Oh, okay,
side.
well, I was playing something so he could listen to it,
Oh,
so, yes. So, it was hard to hear.
I would.
Yeah, well, I'll fix that really quick, and then I'll play it again, but when I play stuff like that, if you could try to be mindful of that.
I can, you can, I give it to you.
Buddy, did you like
Oh, yeah.
that disarming shot?
So this is what you hear.
What joy is in destruction. Comfort, joy, how like music.
Hear it?
Yeah, I heard.
Alright, so what did you roll?
Even with advantage, I rolled a 10. So I'm gonna have to turn in this reroll token here.
Okay,
That time, I rolled a 19.
okay. You actually, in the back of your mind, some of you is saying, you know, maybe I should. Wouldn't it be just so incredible to see this all happen? It would be amazing. The destruction would be so beautiful. And so it just seemed really interesting, just for a moment. You were able to, you know, of course, you know, shake the cobwebs free, but okay, now go ahead with what you were doing.
Okay, so I embellished how disarming shot actually works for comedy's sake. What it actually allows me to do is just shoot a weapon out of someone's hand, which is what I'm going to do to her. And then I'm gonna scoop up the knife.
Mhm.
Blood.
It was funny, disarming shot.
Yes, no,
It was very funny.
Oh.
when we did it. It's the song.
That would have been perfect.
Always go
Trying
for the
to
funny,
not-
always go for the funny.
I'm trying to not feed the tree more blood.
I rolled a 22.
You rolled a
Nice.
22. Okay, that'll be enough to shoot the gun out of the knife.
Oh,
out of her hand.
oh my gosh, she's got a gun.
The gun knife.
It's a gun
Jenny's
knife.
got a- It's a gun knife.
She's cocking the knife.
Dude, like in Ruby, where every weapon is also a gun.
I love that.
Yes.
I should have a panel about Ruby. Alright, so I'm gonna
Like
scoop
gun.
up that knife.
Okay, so you shot it out of her hand, and now you have to. Let's see. Where does it land? You're shooting it, it's gonna land over here somewhere.
I'll dive at it, cause I do have 2 actions that I can do.
So I'll say it's within 1 to 20 feet away.
Okay.
Well, and so it is, okay, so it is 15 feet away through a couple of gellets and through some grease,
Alright,
right?
time for Bonnie to slip and slide.
Your dexterity's
I-
gotta be good.
I get to make some attacks of opportunities, but you're gonna have to make a dex, do you, does it say what the dex is?
It's my dex. And
Okay.
my dex is a 17.
You have to make a 17 in order to
Sorry.
go through it. Go ahead.
All I gotta do is slip and slide it. I'll
Yeah.
use the grease. I'll use the grease.
You're gonna jump and slide.
I'm gonna slip and slide it.
So, okay, let's slip and slide. Still give me a dex. I'll say it, you get a bonus on. All you have to do is make a 14.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Highest I got was a 12.
Okay, so you do slip and slide, but you slip and slide like right past the dagger. You're trying to go like this. And then I get,
You're popular today.
6, 7, 8. So
You
does
also,
AC 14 hit you? That was my highest.
No, my armor class is 16.
but you
okay.
do fall prone because you failed.
Well, he was slipping anyway.
He was slipping. He's already prone.
That's fair.
So
She's a penguin.
you are over here on your stomach. There.
Beautiful.
Just past the dagger, like I said, you're like, you know, there's a dagger. There, no.
I imagine her saying something like, oh,
Trying to go like this.
in a crowd and all greased up, just like my sorority days.
So,
Is,
She's prone.
is Bonnie still in the grease circle? Or
Um,
is she outside of?
no, Bonnie is
No,
right
she-
deep in the grease circle.
Oh,
He's
cause you
deep in
can't start on fire. In the middle.
No, guys, go ahead and start the fire. Seriously, we can't wait
Yeah,
another
she didn't
round.
start the fire.
No, I'm giving you permission. Go ahead and start the fire.
Okay,
We need to get this tree burning.
apologize for your hair. Okay, so I'm going to, as my bonus action, cast Fiery Blade. It's similar in size to a scimitar. Am I close enough to stab it into the tree?
Well, you got a dude in your way, so it's, you'd have to move past, him, so you'd have to make an attack, and that would basically take your attack action to try to. bring him
Man,
down.
I'm just gonna fire.
Okay,
Human
different plan.
hybrid. Use fire. much
I'm
more than we
going
have
to cast a different spell. It's Flaming Sphere, so it's a 5-foot sphere of fire that appears in an unoccupied space within 60 feet of me, and I'm gonna put it right in front of the tree, and then I can push it as a bonus action up to 30 feet, and I'm gonna push it into the tree.
Okay. And the grease is flammable in the spell?
Yes, it is. It's
Mhm.
just, it's just grease. I basically just produced a mass quantity of grease that is now just chilling on,
Okay.
So your body
yeah,
exudes grease.
yeah. It's part of being a mechanic. I just sweat grease. Kind of like Baku.
Part of the first one I know.
Mhm.
So it says that any creature has to make a saving throw against the sphere's damage,
What kind of-
but I don't know
Well,
a dex saving throw.
Okay.
I don't know if the tree counts as a creature though, but I'm lighting the tree.
It is a creature, but it's not moving, it's not trying to move out of the way, and
Right.
it's covered in the grease, so I'm not gonna have it do any sort of saving throw.
Okay,
I'm just going to,
does it take damage?
well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Don't forget the extra damage from the alcohol.
Yes, it's covered
like
in
red light
alcohol,
and stuff
and grease, and so,
And clearly that's the reason that Bonnie failed, because she wanted to make sure she got some of that before.
That's
it turned.
why she got distracted by the bottle of whiskey.
So you have to roll for the-
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
so, and the damage is gonna go on, each round at the start,
Okay.
of, your turn. So it's, 10 points of damage, to you and to the tree and, to, some of the zealots that are in there as well. Okay, so now it goes, top of the order to Evil Bard.
Can I use my movement to walk away from the tree? Oh no, that'll,
You are surrounded.
I'm
Yeah.
surrounded, I'm a stay put.
Yes.
The evil bard, a male or female?
Female, remember, I assumed her
Female.
gender identity.
Okay, so,
That's my movement attack too. Okay, for
That's
here.
why I killed him.
okay. And so now it's the Evil Bard's turn. So she's gonna play something. Now you guys all are rolling at disadvantage,
Aw.
man.
and you are acting as if 5 points are removed from you. You're minus
Oh.
5 temporary hit points, and you see the wave of energy hits Giacomo type thing, and you can see a little bit of blood trickle out of it, his nose type of
It's the
thing.
battle of the bands.
It is a battle of the bands, quite literally. And so now all the bad guys are rolling with advantage and at 5 temporary hit points.
No, but I might.
But the thing is, it's almost Giacomo's turn. So maybe we can fix that.
Your answer too. She's going for the bar.
Oh,
But before that happens, someone stops and picks her up.
oh, No, no. I don't like to.
Along with her personal guard.
The person that picked Maisie out has a personal guard.
Blake,
Oh, it's Blake.
Blake picked Daisy up.
We can kill her. You're allowed to spill her blood.
Okay.
I won't yell at you for that.
Don't yell at me for saving your 6-year-old. There's some beautifully painted guards, people. Even if they're evil.
Wasn't one of these the ones you dragged him with all the time?
No, was it?
Okay,
No, not that simple.
and so I have some,
This night before.
yeah, I have some reading to do, so this is, yeah, so you'll have to. Listen to this part of it. So you hear, "Hello, boys." And she's grabbing Maisie, and Maisie's, kicking stuff like that. She's, picking Maisie up in the air. And she just basically saying to all of you in a fairly booming voice, "Sorry, I know you all mean well. You just didn't think it through. You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. You don't want it to evolve and grow. So, Bonnie, go ahead, grab that dagger as soon as you can. Call Death. You're gonna need him. And personally, I'm ready. I want to go round 2." And she turns and looks around at one of her henchmen. "Neil, did you buy a bell?" And he goes, "Yes, mistress. You were all, monologuing your evil plan, rehearsing and everything. And I thought to myself, Plague, she likes to play on the dramatic. So I went straight away and bought it. I did. That is so thoughtful. You are my favorite henchman. Now, what was I doing? Killing. Oh, yes. Bow before me, for I am endless. This is my kingdom, and it stretches from shore to shore, from sunrise to sunset, until the moon waxes and wanes no more." And then Maisie goes, Do I have to bow? It's all rocky here, and it'll hurt my knee. Also, I'm shorter than everybody else, and kneeling hardly seems fair. Maybe I could curtsy, but fine, curtsy before me in despair." She goes, and then Maisie goes, I don't know what despair is. Plague is taken back for a second and goes, "It's kind of like being sad, afraid, and lazy all at the same time." And Maisie goes, "Well, I'm a little afraid, but what now?" Plague goes, "Are you a hobo?" Maisie goes, "Well, kind of, I guess. I have no home, but I don't understand." She goes, "Oh, good," and takes a swing at her with her dagger. Maisie swings, but a magical barrier stops and doesn't allow it to hurt Plague. Plague goes, "It's not going to work. I have magic armor. It will not allow a weapon wielded by any mortal to harm me." "What does wielded mean?" And Plague, "It means, an object that's held with, or used, held with an intent to hurt me." "Okay, thanks. My dad always said wording's important." And Maisie turns her dagger and then drops it and has it stabbed Plague in the foot. And you yeah. And so you hear after a few minutes of that, you hear, "Clever girl, I'm impressed and pissed." So, all right, so that was Maisie. And now the next one is Giacomo.
I fully expect Giacomo to remove all of these negative status effects from us.
Yeah, so now here comes Giacomo, right? And So he's gonna.
Yeah. Million dreams are keeping me away.
So you see, she gets one of her pieces of sheet music burns up and she gets pushed back. And blood's running down her nose, but one of his burns up and vanished when he did that to him too.
A million dreams, the world we're gonna make.
So now you have, now you're rolling, with advantage again.
Yay!
You know what I mean? But the bad guys are also rolling with advantage, right?
Everybody's advantage.
Yeah, so
And do
now
we get our 5 temporary hit points back?
no, just the negative goes away.
Okay, that's fair.
So-
That's, I'm okay with
So
that.
this is a, yeah, this is a, definitely a battle of the bands type thing, right? And then it goes to a new.
Yay! Okay, so. We've lit the tree itself is on fire, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
and
it is.
the grease caught fire because of that.
Mhm.
Cool. So I am going to make my way over to Plague to attempt to save Maisie. But on the flip side, I'm gonna have Hellboy use his wall of water to push everyone away to make this a faster.
Would it be a wall of wind because he's
No,
there?
because his heart is an elemental shard, and the shard is connected to water. So no matter what,
Interesting.
so no matter what form he takes, he can always use water wall. It's just,
Are you close enough to save Bonnie? Mine's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
we
wall
need
of water is a 10-foot radius. Is she within 10 feet of Hellboy?
No. Hellboy would have to move towards her.
Okay, we can move closer and then,
Just don't put the tree up.
okay, well then we can just, okay, so instead of that, Dex will run and go and save Bonnie, because Dex can do that of his own, on his own, so Dex will go and get Bonnie out of the fire. And then Hellboy and I will start to move towards Plague to help Maisie,
So,
because
okay, so.
multiple entities, yes,
So he's trying to pull her out of the fire, you know, type thing.
he's a good boy,
Let's say, yeah, like, fire.
Okay.
you're no longer in the fire.
Bonnie.
Okay, and so where's your air elemental? What direction?
Towards Plague, but if there are people in my way, I would like to use wall of water to water wall to move them, unless it'll put the tree out, then,
Well, you're,
it's
you're,
too close
you're
to the
gonna risk
tree.
putting the,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
roll
then
for
I won't.
extinguishing.
no, I won't risk that, because the tree needs to burn as long as it can.
I would just do like a shove or something against the people to push them out.
Yeah,
And tell me your path. Your path makes a difference here.
so. So normally. So I'm like right up at the tree.
Yeah, you're behind.
Yeah,
He was the guy. who didn't go out
Yeah.
of the way.
but, okay. So let's go. No, because that's on fire. Yeah, it's on fire, which means it'll go around everybody.
There's no way you can play this one.
Yeah, I don't care, just start heading toward the Plague, let's just go.
Without putting it out yet.
Yeah,
so
without
you
putting
have
it out, let's just
you're gonna
go.
have to Try to break free and push
Yeah.
through these people.
The easiest way to get to Plague without
So-
putting out the tree.
Yeah, I'll say with your guys' help, basically, you're able to move your normal movement, which is
35 feet.
the 35 feet, which is 7. But no double moves or anything like that. And basically,
And I don't have another action because I didn't attack. I only have 2 actions if I attack.
And so now it goes, Quentin.
So I think, given this situation with the knife and the tree on fire, I think I'm gonna turn my attention to the bard and just set the crossbows loose.
You're shooting.
The
at
evil bard.
Evil bard.
Yeah, not Giacomo.
Not Giacomo.
You hit Giacomo.
Not that Giacomo doesn't deserve it too, but you know.
You guys are screwed. Okay, so you're gonna try to launch him at the evil bard. Okay.
Aren't all bards evil? Pretty real.
Okay, well, roll me some dice.
The first shot's a 23
Okay,
and the second is 24.
okay, those both hit. So now I need damage.
Yep, sorry, I'm just trying to remember exactly what it was. D8. That would be 21.
21. She's still up, but I recorded the damage.
Thank you. And I'll just kind of keep an eye on everything else for now.
Okay. Zealots. Right? The tree is let's see. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you're going to the case.
That's never good.
We're in for it now.
So creatures are starting to break forth from the tree.
Well,
Just want to break free.
many swear words.
1, 2.
Are they
3,
also
4.
on fire because they're part of the tree?
I feel like that's totally something that should be a thing.
I also feel like that could be a thing.
They also should have to decide whether or not they fall prone because they walked out onto the grease ring.
I feel like these are things we should roll and let the dice decide.
I think these are things that DM gets to control.
Who needs rules when you gotta do them?
So one actually does slip and fall through.
A little bit oriented coming out of the tree.
And he lands on one of the zealots. But
Yay!
and kills him. But the blood seems to nourish him. And make him stronger. So now let's see. Zealots. Now the zealots, they're not happy with Bonnie. She's a turncoat. Oh, cool.
Why are you happy about that?
I've been called
Because-
worse.
I have a thing that, because she's within 5 feet of me. What was the thing?
Let's see. Zealots. Okay. So now zealots are attacking you on the ground and you're in a prone, so no dex to your AC for you.
Okay, so I have my fighting style's protection, so as a reaction, I can impose disadvantage on their attack rolls. Because they're attacking her and she's within 5 feet of me.
Right, like, because a true gentleman protects a lady when she's under attack.
So I have basically
Just
four,
regular attack.
yeah, I have 4 attack, which is a regular attack, because normally I had bonus, so oop, I don't know where it is. Oh, look, at 20.
But there was nobody around me, so I
No,
that wasn't useful.
Natalie, you have to roll what we can see.
This is 7. So, I guess. So, 21 and 19 should hit.
They do.
There's 11. So you get, 4 and 9 points of damage.
Hit.
4 and 9. Okay, so. And the other zealots are mostly, they're basically trying to, still keep giving their blood to the tree despite being, burnt up and whatnot, so. The zealots are sort of taking care of themselves. And. So then it goes, your turn.
My turn, okay. So, Tyrex, he saw the things popping out of the tree and just shouts, "Demons! Foul things!" And so I'm going to attack this guy right here in front of me.
We are not.
Are we the baddies?
Oh, that's right, we are the baddies, aren't we?
I have advantage. Oh, I'm glad I have advantage. That was a 12, and that one was a 15. Oh, wait, I should say before that, I'm gonna drop the spell on you.
Okay.
Sorry. And I am casting Branding Smite, so I can deal a little extra damage on my attacks here. Okay, and that adds an extra 2d6 radiant damage. And then rolling 1, 3 and 3 is 6. And 5 is 11. And 7 is 18 on that guy. Oh, the other guy. Okay, that works. And then with that, seeing where the demons are, or whatever they are, I don't know if they're demons, but I'm gonna start coming up this way and pushing my way into here. Cause I want to get to this thing.
You're going straight through here.
Yes.
Roll me dice.
Yeah. Dex save or just dex check?
That's just dex check.
I have advantage, right? On that?
Yes, you do.
Well, the two bars cancel each other's out, so it's not advantage at this point.
Okay, well, that was a 1. I rolled a 3 on my dex.
Roll 3. You are now in the prone position,
Whoops.
right? And
I got a little ecstatic by seeing something evil.
so now you have, 11, 14 points of damage from slipping into the fiery grease.
Oh, jeez.
Right? And then
I'm hurting.
it's going to be, because what did I do before? I did the Shantamo, and then I did
Yeah, I'm hurting.
the laughing horrors. I did the wrong one, so I'll do the laughing horrors this time. So now the
Michelle's gonna get it.
laughing horrors are going to, we're gonna come up and kick you while you're down, just outside the release there. So
Getting
they're,
curb stomped over there.
they're gonna curb stomp you.
It's like, foul demon, whoop!
8, 10, 6, and a 13.
No.
Even prone, because you don't have your dex.
Huh?
You're prone, so you don't have a dex bonus.
It's in my AC?
Yeah.
It would be 16.
Okay, I still didn't get you. But they're still giving it a good go. They're really good. But
Kick
you-
like a girl.
yes.
Come
Your
on now.
scales are just so strong.
Kick like a zone.
All right. Now let's see the Latin fours. They're going to go after Harry next. I get three attacks on you. Okay, I got a 14, a 12, and an 18.
18 hits.
18, and let's see.
Fighters there, so. You get 4 points of damage. And then now, let's see, Stella's gonna get some. Okay.
You just felt so hard.
That was a 1-up.
Okay, so you're gonna get 3. AC 8,
Nope.
AC 3,
No.
really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
Might wanna check the chart on that.
9, AC 9.
Yes, I escaped. My OC's only 12, so I was concerned. I need better armor or something.
It's okay, Hellboy only has an AC of 13,
Yeah.
so he's not doing much better than you are.
I'm squishy. It's okay. When we're not in intense battle, maybe I'll have.
Okay, so now a new 17.
Yes.
21.
Yes, I know.
20. So those are
Yeah,
all.
all 3 of those hit.
Yeah, so.
Right, you know, I can see you, I think. Maybe.
So 5,
If I can see her.
10, so you get 15. And 19 points total. And now your cat is gonna get some.
Dex,
Things.
oh no,
And so AC is 19,
it's,
9,
nope,
and 20.
yes.
Okay, and those are regular type folks. So he gets 5 points of damage. Okay, and who didn't I get? I didn't get Quentin yet.
Is Hellboy not taking damage?
No, I'll get the Hellboy.
Okay, I was just like, I'm totally cool if he doesn't, but.
Okay. So let's see, who do I have that? I'll just resolve. So 10,
Nope,
19,
yep,
and 17.
Yep.
Okay, and those are. So roll weapon. So 7 points of damage and 4 points of damage. Hellboy,
so how much, 7,
7 and 4.
11, 11?
Yeah. So now, okay, so now Brian, it's gonna be your turn here. Let's see.
I'm a 16.
You're a 16? Okay, that'll make it easier. Yep, that's a hit. It's a hit. It's not a hit. That's not a hit. Nat 20. And, yeah, that's not a hit. So I get 2 regular hits and then a nat 20. Yeah. Fighter types. And 3 points of damage, and I already rolled that. And then 4 points of damage, Let's see. 14 points of damage after that.
So 25 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so then I got everybody? Did I? Okay. Does anyone want any more?
I'm okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, now it's Plague's turn, right? So Plague has her people go in front of the bard and act like a wall, and she pulls, Maisie back with her limping foot. Right? But the evil bard is encouraged by this and infused with the energy, and she does her next bit. So let's see. So these guys, stand up now, and they're gonna become a big issue probably by next round. They're just getting their bearings. And Plague yells out to you. She goes, "Will you hurry up and get the dagger and call death? Let's move it along. I don't know if I have to point out I'm threatening your little one here. I mean, I could say something like, "Ha ha ha, look what I'll do," but you get the idea, right, you guys? I could breathe on her, she dies. I could stab her, she dies. That's you guys want to give up?
No.
And it's she says, Death managed to beat me on his plane. You guys gotta admit, either you call him and I'll kill Death, and I'll tell you what, I'll have everybody stop and allow you guys to run. Now, if you go a different direction, I mean, it could be weeks before I have my people hunt you down and kill you. And some of you might even be able to get away. I will give you while you're running, let's say, a 10-minute head start before I send my zealots after you. I think I'm being incredibly fair. Molly?
I'm attacking anyone around. Dr. Home.
Okay, so those are the guys that are still fighting you, kind of, to get the Giacomo. So you have 3 assailants.
Okay.
That's the main assailant in front.
Yeah, I'll fight the main assailant in front of me.
Mhm.
So 3 hits. So that one.
No. So close up.
22
22 hits.
and 9.
And 9. Okay.
So 22 hits. 12 points damage.
Okay, well, that's just a regular guy, that's all he has, so he falls.
Okay, then I'll fight the next closest person to me.
Okay, left or right.
Right.
Okay, so to your right.
So nat 20.
Yay,
All right.
that's a good dice. Well behaved.
14.
14. Oh, and because she did that, you guys are all disadvantaged the song. I might have forgot to say that, but we'll just go that from here on out. So say something. Okay, so what was the,
14,
14 does hit.
and then so this one's a nat, do I have to roll a disadvantage on a nat 20?
No, I'll just say you get it.
Okay, so I get 2 nat 20s, so all 3 hit.
Mhm.
Um. I guess you can choose which ones the 2 nat 20s are, because I didn't roll them in order, sorry.
It's fine, I'm sure you did
Okay.
more than like, say 12.
Or-
damage,
yeah.
So he falls, so
Okay.
you fall 2 of them.
Alright,
Alright, so then it goes to Bonnie.
All right. Bonnie is going to scamper to that knife and grab it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
She's gonna use her
are you gonna?
deft hands ability.
You gonna crawl or are you going to try to stand?
Well, I'm out of the grease, so
Yeah.
I should have enough movement to stand up, which has my movement, and then still get to the dagger. So I will stand up.
Okay. And let's see, well, you have a couple of zealots who are trying to keep you from getting to that dagger.
I'll go for it anyway.
You're gonna go for it
Yeah,
anyways?
yeah.
Okay.
We gotta get that dagger.
Rogue attacks of opportunity, I get 2 attacks on you.
That's fine.
And I get to roll with advantage. Hit. You'll hit on 2 of them, and those that are zealots. 9 and 5 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, so, that's that, and then after that,
Wait, do I get the dagger?
really? Yeah, of course you can. You're sorry, I forgot to resolve that. I've had a bunch of people leave here to go to the bathroom, all of a sudden they're gone. You do get your, hands on the dagger.
Okay.
And let's see here.
You were just about to move on. I'm like,
Roll me a will save. This time you have to make a, what was that last time? I said 14. It has to be a 16 this time
I'm disadvantaged, right?
and disadvantaged.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
That case,
Which one was this one?
that's the nat 21.
Oh, the nat 20. So, you managed to resist, but you were really tempted basically to be the new high priestess type thing.
Oh,
And
thought it
start
would look so good in a high
splitting
priestess
people.
outfit.
Yeah, start splitting wrists and things.
All right, and then for my second action, I'm going to call Death and tell him, hey, we got your thing. They're threatening your girl. Better get here and bail us out, honey. So she raises the dagger up to the sky and says, thunder, 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 thundercats. Oh! I think I should.
That was good, that was good. I appreciate the Thundercats.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose.
So you're here. You call, yeah.
I send it. I use the Sword of Omens to send the Thundercat signal up into the sky. Hopefully, Death will know what that means.
The belladonna symbol.
You need to draw one.
It's just like a beautiful redhead. That's
That's the symbol.
Bonnie is a symbol of your.
she's good. And she's striking like an anime pose, right?
Yes.
Like she's going like,
Let's see.
I think is having something happen.
I heard Bonnie yelling, but I didn't hear what Bonnie was.
There was a lot of singing involved.
Bonnie's dead.
she did the Thundercat bit. But summon Death.
Okay.
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
So I've never actually watched the cats my entire life. Bonnie goes for dagger and someone's death, is that what happens?
But
Okay.
Bonnie majestically scampers.
Now.
She took a lot of damage to just run over
She
there. And had that dagger.
If I can see you, I'm gonna heal you.
The line of this was she told that, hey, we've got your item, sugar. They're threatening your girl. You better come here and back us up. That was her line.
So, let's see.
Awesome.
Write it down, scribe.
Well, anyways, so I don't have.
Nice.
Bonnie dies.
I don't have the, one for, Annabelle, but if you remember, Annabelle brought you here and, you know. So. You know, she's the, one to appear, and so she comes and she's like, you know, oh, Bonnie, good. She looks around, I'm like, you know, trees on fire, like demon creatures are coming out of it and things like that. And he goes, oh, we're screwed. You know? And so she goes, you know, oh, well, I can get, you know, you out of here, but, you know, I need the, you know, others, you know, near me if we're gonna get out of here, but I'm not sure what to do about these people. You know, type thing, so, cause everyone's scattered, she,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, she has to, you know, touch everyone. But let's see. And, and then, your plague casts a spell and she casts light, and there's light coming from every surface of every building. You know, everything is just emitting a low level of light. And if there's light coming from every source, then there is no shadow, and if there is no shadow,
Death cannot stand.
death cannot escape. Death has to hook it like everybody else. All right, so Estelle, did you get your turn? I kind of
No,
messed up it all.
You're good, you're
Okay.
good. No. Well, okay,
You could heal your team.
yeah, first of all, can I see Bonnie from where I'm? Okay, I have to be able to see people that feel I'm unfortunate.
Okay, so let's see. Where the heck are you? Right here. So let's see if you can see via the new camera.
Oh, yeah, she can totally see me.
So,
Right there.
yeah, I don't really see where, like,
No, 100% unobstructed.
if you move a little bit that way, so.
Oh, I can see her, okay. Well, I am going to cast Cure Wounds then at 3rd level on Bonnie. Roll. 14,
Oh, I like
good
this.
dice, oh, 21. Oh wait, I only get a roll 3. 25,
25 hit points?
yeah.
Sweet. That means I now have 26.
That was a very, very
You were
good
done,
dice,
right?
oh my god,
1 hit point left.
okay.
And
I
so,
wasn't gonna tell that to Gary.
since it's, her turn, by the way, you never put out fire on.
Yeah, the
you.
fires, I was.
So you get a, so 10 points of damage you take from fire that you have to use this burn.
Oh,
We took her out of the fire, we did not put her out.
So I went up to 26 and then back down to
I tried, man.
14.
But
No,
the tree-
15.
The tree also took damage, correct?
The tree did take damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all, now I am going to cast invisibility on myself. Because my spell was a bonus action, so I can still do this. And I want to make an acrobatics check and see if I can maneuver in between and out of these people to kind of come like over here, so I'm kind of away from them and just invisible.
Okay, let's say, let's.
And
Well, my guys rolled back, I'll say that's still enough. Right?
yeah, like right
So
now.
you managed to get over there.
I'm invisible until I drop concentration.
Yeah, no, I can see that, I got it. Get it?
I was like, wait, no, you can't see that.
Alright, so, so now it goes top of the order to Evil Bard. And so now the battle of the bands is gonna start heating up here a bit. So that was disturbed. So now here, this is Giacomo countering, but each one has spells disappearing, and I mean, blood's coming out their nose and stuff like that. You kind of get the feeling this isn't just like a friendly sing-off or anything like that. Giacomo is battling this girl to the death. Yeah, it's, so he is throwing everything on the line for you guys, so this is his next counter. Cause he's trying to do songs that will be catchy and stick in people's head to try to block the evil song that people keep hearing. And put certain tonal resonances in there like to counter it. But then the Evil Bard is going, you know, back and forth.
This burning fire.
Okay, so now you are at advantage again. You know, type thing, and then it goes to Maisie's turn, who's Maisie's in the black ooze with her type thing. And so, you know, so Plague's got, you know, her, you know, her dagger, and she goes, little one, you know, stop, you know, fighting. You're the most difficult hostage I've ever had. And then the sword turns, the dagger turns to sand in Plague's hand, reappears in Maisie's hand, and she goes,
Ah!
and then you hear, oh, son of a.
Toe.
There, and she drops it on her other foot, and then there's a whole string of curses. Some of you even hadn't heard before, and you know, I don't even think that's not a real word. So that was Maisie. Giacomo, right? Well, he did that, but then she countered with
The world is a vampire. Sent to try it.
Now you guys are at disadvantage again.
Oh, you up to the flames.
But then Giacomo counters with that. He breaks out his lute, right? His voice seems to have been hurt from his last singing attempt.
They're coming out with an actual Barbie movie with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling as kind of.
Not even the counterattack, he's also showing off.
Yeah. I've been
Looking at her
physically
going,
dancing.
You can touch, you can play.
All right, Anu.
Okay. Am I far enough away from the tree to use water wall without putting it out?
Where do you want to use this water wall?
Yeah, where's the wall?
I'm trying to still get to Plague, so I'm just trying to push people out of my way.
You're right here.
And yeah, I'm like, I'm right here. I'm trying to get over.
Describe the path of like what, like, how does this?
So water
move
wall will just, it just goes whatever direction Hellboy is facing, just goes in that direction. And I'm trying to get from here to over here.
How many feet does it go?
Water wall is it's 10 feet. And then anyone in that 10 feet will automatically be pushed back 10 feet. But then they have to do a save, a save on strength, or they are knocked prone.
The reverse Moses.
Or, so basically that's what you get.
Okay. Cool. And then we're going to keep running towards plague.
Okay, what's this guy's movement that if he's in your shield?
He can move, so I'm going to have him fly, because he can fly further than he can walk. So he can fly 30 feet.
Okay, so your 30 feet there is the 6. So he can basically, he can go to there. Okay, and your movement?
35, so I can get just in front of him.
Okay,
And then I'm going to take my dagger and I'm going to throw it at Plague. Because I'm gonna take one out of Maisie's book and just chuck it at her.
For the knee.
I'm aiming for the hand that is currently holding Maisie.
Yeah, but the knee's funny.
Yes, but the hand with Maisie, if I hit it, she'll drop Maisie. That's kind of the point.
Always go for the front.
No.
Or go for the funny bone.
Okay,
That works.
so we still have advantage, right?
yeah, at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay, we're gonna. 25,
25,
yes.
okay, roll the damage. Then I'll tell you what happens. There's a happening.
That happening.
10.
And you take 10 points of damage. What happens is you throw it and it hits this black ooze, which is forming around her protective barrier, and it throws it back the same angle and the same force and trajectory and gets you the same damage.
Funny bone.
So did it get her and did it get both of them? Or like is it like a
Hey.
boomerang?
It did a.
It's like a boomerang. Okay.
Yeah, it just whipped it around, threw it back at her type thing. So
It was a reverse whip.
Whip it real good.
she did, she whipped it real good. Okay, so, and that's all you can do, I think, right?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Quentin, what you doing, boy? Where is he?
Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna make a dash for the evil bard and come at her with the rapiers, but I'm specifically going after her instruments.
Oh, I approve of this message.
I don't care if I don't hurt the bard, but if I can destroy whatever she's trying to play music on, that's a bonus in my book.
Like, well, right now, let's see if you have line of sight or anything. You're basically, you're surrounded by bad guys. And let's see if you can see here. So, this
Ooh,
is,
just barely, I.
yeah, well, if you kind
Oh,
of.
no, yeah.
If you go to the side there,
I'll do a dash and do a leapfrog over Bonnie's shoulder.
because this is, no, but, oh, no, because.
Excuse me,
It makes it look, because you can see this guy, but he's behind.
Oh, so there's
So-
a guy in front.
Yeah, there's a guy in front. Actually, you don't have line in sight. You're gonna have to move and provoke attack of opportunities.
Well, in that case, then I'll just, whatever's around me, I'll focus on that and just take them down.
Yeah, there's guys around you and there's, a wall of guards in front of the bard. New's trying to get to the bard herself there.
So
Um,
what's around me?
I'm gonna
Everything.
pick up.
It's a little tough to tell from the overhead, sorry.
So this is where your guy is right here, and you're surrounded by guys, right? And that, like, this person's right in front of you, and then you go down here, and then you have these people right here. This is the bar that you want to get to right there, but you have the wall of people in the way.
Okay.
You have 6 targets around you. And then there's a wall of 4 people in front of the evil bard.
So whoever's around me that's closest to the rest of our party, I'll just focus on taking them down to kind of thin out the crowd, I guess.
Okay, just shoot the person in front of you. That'll
I'm not shooting, I'm using my swords.
Yeah, okay, or use your sword, yeah, you're gonna
Yep.
stab the guy in front of you, go ahead.
I'm gonna use the flat of the blade to kind of knock him out.
Roll to attack and give me some damage.
Yep, that's a 23 and 9 points.
9 points of damage, that's a little kid. Oh,
And the second attack's only an 18.
yeah, well, that one's down, you can address the guy to the left or right.
Who else is standing by me?
Either to your right, is this?
From the party, from our party.
I am,
Yeah, she's right in front of you, right there,
and then Hellboy is behind you.
yeah. And this is her golem.
Right? No, there's none of the rest of our party was close. I thought somebody else was close by me.
I was there, but then
She's-
I moved.
if you look behind you, like off to your right, she's invisible, and so you would not see her right there.
Right.
But
You
I'm
would not
there,
see her
but
right there.
not that you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think the golem can handle his own, so I'll put my back to the golem and I'll fight whatever's in front of me then.
Okay, back to the golem, and so then you have these guys.
There we go. And that'll be my 18.
Okay, do some damage.
$13.
13 points of damage. Let's see, that's more than that guy takes, he falls. And I guess he knocked this other guy over when he fell. So he fell.
And Steve's just kind of cold and ready in case somebody tries to come at me. He's gonna, do the spiky thing.
Gotcha. Okay, so now we have the whole laughing board thing, right? And so the laughing board seems to have lost some of their. They're starting to seem confused because they keep going back and forth with Giacomo, basically, type thing, and so. But the evil bard breaks out her instruments and she counters.
Why are bagpipes always evil?
Let's see. No, and
For some reason lingerie is always equal.
so.
But it packs the biggest punch.
Yeah, that'd be 20.
14 points of damage in you.
You're in range.
No!
Technically right now.
Yes.
She just says no.
But I have a golem over there.
Yeah,
But if I come here, I have to lose my concentration to do it. So if I
and
come
let's
here-
see, and I got some other people here, then,
Did I lose concentration?
No, that's only if you drop it.
let's.
Or if you.
Okay,
You should have dead.
I don't have great.
I'm attacking your cat. And I got a 19, a nat 20.
I
And
might have to make a new.
yeah, good,
Yikes.
so we got those 9. So 9 points of damage to your cat. And let's see, Carrie, you're getting attacked by 2 people with advantage. So 14 is my highest there, and so that 14 hits you, Carrie?
No,
So they don't hit you with advantage. Who's around?
We need to put out Bonnie's fire too, guys, and I don't have anything, well.
Plenty from my about. This takes an action.
Would you hand me a water or something?
The highest I got on you, Aaron, was a 14. What's your AC?
Not high enough.
Okay. Let's see, you're invisible, though there are people around you. So. Can be. Think of invisible people, I got like a 50-50 chance, but that was one of the rules.
Still don't know if that says anything.
Yeah, so I'll just, well, that one might have been a 20, but didn't hit one of the other guys. So,
Doesn't say on this phone.
It's usually just out of damage.
Let's see, the highest I would have gotten, well, that was with disadvantage, no, so, I wouldn't have hit you because of, disadvantage.
Well, my AC is a 12, are you sure? Why did I ask that? That was a ask the DM. Are you sure?
I'm just gonna go with disadvantage because you're, invisible.
Invisible.
And Carrie, did I get you yet?
Yes, because you didn't hit me.
I didn't hit you.
Yeah.
I got Bonnie, I got the dog. Let's see. This guy, he's gonna attack your air dog. But he gets advantage because the bag. So I got a 21.
I just
Yeah.
laugh every time I hear that you're attacking the air golem. Like, how does that work?
All
So
the damage of the body, just, it doesn't affect the body, it just goes straight to the heart.
No, I
7
just-
points of damage.
I get that. I just imagine him slashing it from there, like, I'm gonna get you.
And you were on the ground prone, so you never got it, right?
It hasn't come back to my turn yet,
So,
no.
You're next.
yeah, so you gotta get some. So, we're, 8, so that's 10, I don't think that can make me. And then now. And then, 17.
Yeah, without my dex modifier on it, so.
You get 3 points of damage.
Okay.
You get kicked in the spleen.
Right in the spleen.
Yeah. Yeah, it was particularly sharp pain. You didn't like it. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay. Now I just landed in the fire, but I'm not on fire, right?
Oh, you actually are on fire.
Okay.
So from the last round, it was 10 points before, so you take 10 points from fire.
Ouch. Okay. That hurts a lot.
Yep.
I'm like almost out of spell slots. I can't help you.
That's fine.
You can heal yourself.
I can do things to help myself.
But Giacomo counters. Remember I said it's heating up, so now you're gonna have advantage. Eagle barks like. But it's enough. You guys roll advantage. You have +5 temporary hit points, and all the laughing
Well, it's not 50.
laughing horrors stop for a moment. They are completely like confused.
Why can you started so aggressive?
Make me paralyzed, please, just out of confusion.
Yeah.
That'd be great. All right. Well,
Maybe try
Calorex,
flashlight.
or not Calorex, wrong person. Tyrex.
Yeah, they go from like going to choke somebody to like,
They just don't know what to do.
yeah.
The impulse is strong.
You just see Tyrex just come up like this, baby. So I'm gonna use half my movement to get up.
Mhm.
I'm hurting a lot. To quench the fire on me, would it take an action, or can you do a bonus action to do that?
Well, on the ground, you could have done the whole roll, you know what I mean, that which would take the rest of your action, or your rest of your movement. Or, you, like I said, you have to try to like pad it out and stuff like that, in order to try to get it out.
Okay, so what, so I'll use,
Shield might be able to help sort of,
okay, well, I wanna do, no, I wanna put the fire out in a way that doesn't use my action, so whichever, so if that means I have to use up my movement to do that, I'll do that.
okay.
To put the fire out.
So you could have like rolled and then got up, and so then now, it put the fire out, and so now you have your action but not removed.
Okay, that's fine with me. My action, I'm using my lay on hands, I'm just using all 24 points to heal myself right now.
Are you like that?
I'm hurting a lot.
Yeah, you're fine.
24 heal, there we go, that's a little bit better, I can handle things a little more now. Yeah, and I don't have any more movements, so that's all I'm gonna do, for my turn.
Okay, then it goes to the zealots, and did I ever get one for death?
No.
Never got
I
one.
think you were had that
Yeah,
one,
so I'll just do this line coin. And I'll say she's going at, well, she's going at 7, I'll move her up to 3. Okay, so then, let's see, the zealots are just about bled out and they're bleeding to the tree. And like I said, and more demons, looks like they start, to come out of the tree. Right, and now it's, Plague's turn. Now we have Lady Death is gonna go on 8. So on Lady Death's turn, the bard counters, let's see, with. She is true. All the little kids that are there are singing and busting it out, making her singing even stronger.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You'll never see me cry. Here I stand. Here I stand.
So you guys are now rolling at disadvantage again, and you're down 5 temporary hit points.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
No, stop it,
Yes.
there we go.
I'll
Alright.
take it. That was worth it.
So,
Fine.
and Clay goes, oh, my niece. You know, you have grown up to be such an incredible young woman. I'm gonna have to kill you, of course, but I'm sorry about that. I mean, I think you are absolutely incredible. Why don't you come over here, let me have a look at you, type thing. And so all the zealots and everything start, moving out of the way or whatever to give Death a path when it's her turn. Molly?
Where does 120 feet from the evil bard?
120 feet, what's, divided by that by 5?
60?
60. Which is,
Wait,
no, that's not.
That's
That's
divided in half.
105,
yeah,
divided by,
24.
it's 24? Okay,
You measure 24 inches.
so, yeah, so. 24 inches, where do you wanna measure?
Plague to my direction, or not plague,
bird.
bard to my direction.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally within reach.
It
Yes,
is very much within range.
But does it have to be within sight?
Is she in sight from where I am?
I very much,
With all the
Doubt
people in the way,
that.
probably not.
yeah, so this is what you can see if I have,
There were no people in the way, yes.
yeah, there's too much going on. Yeah, that you can't see her.
Is there anywhere I can move where I could see her?
Your, cause your movement is what, 35,
45?
45, so you can go 9 squares and still have an action. So you can, that's about as far over as you could get.
What if she can't? Oh, no, cause I'm building that.
So let's say you were there, could you see her potentially?
I want the bard, not the.
Oh, you want the bard?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can,
can.
but barely.
You can see the top of her head.
Yeah, okay. yeah.
Barely, but yes.
So basically, I'd say she has like concealment, so she has got a plus
It's okay.
2 armor.
I'm casting a spell, silence.
Whoa.
20 feet around her, no one can hear.
Where'd your figure go?
Oh,
My laser?
So I cast silence on the evil bard.
There
What,
we go.
is there like do I got a saving throw or anything for it, or what's the?
So spell casting for monks. Is there a saving throw in silence? Does anyone know?
There is not. It is a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that you choose.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So she is silenced.
That was a clutch move, Pat.
It does require concentration, though.
Yeah, and it lasts up to 10 minutes.
So then it goes to Lady Death. So Lady Death, though she can't walk in shadows type thing, she basically moves her movement and Plague comes to meet her. You know, she pulls out her paper thin sword that's made out of light that Death made her, that the edge is so thin that you can see through it type thing. It is literally 1 photon of light at its thickest. At its thinnest point rather on the blade. And she goes, you know, she goes, Annabelle, you know, that's not gonna work. You're in my realm now. Because I respect you, how about I give you and your friends a quick death? And then when your father shows up to investigate, I'll just wait and get him too. It'll be over real simple. I'll do something painless. And she goes, no deal. Why don't you let, you know, Maisie go? And, you know, she looks, you can see her start to tighten her hand around Maisie's, you know, throat. She starts to like, you know, lose breath and whatnot. And then she goes, you know what? I've come to like this little one, you know? And she puts Maisie down, you know? And she goes, you know, I've shown you a rare active, you know, as she's putting her down, I showed you a rare active, you know, kindness. Now you go and, you know, live out the rest of your, and Maisie hits her right in the throat. You know, throws her back, you know, Maisie kind of like tumbles back here and lands on her feet, you know, type thing. She holds out her hand and you see, you know, the sand form a little dagger in his hand, and she also, oh! You know, and you know, Plague goes, you gotta give that one a raise. You know, full of spirit. And so, you know, So then these two. Starts, the thing is still around, but they start to engage in a duel, so, weapons are being swung. But, both seem to be fairly, well, Death's weapons seem to be, ineffective, because you see that onk thing flare, sort of like a bubble, like, so Plague's trying all these different things, and she's breathing, poison and everything onto her, but the onk seems to be protecting her from Plague. But they seem to be with protections, they both seem to be evenly matched, no one's, seems to be winning, it's a stalemate. Bonnie.
All right. So for one of Bonnie's actions, she's going to use disengage.
Mhm.
And for her other action, using action surge, she's gonna use sprint.
Mhm.
And she is going to run this way as far as she possibly can. Somewhere around here, she's gonna hit the dirt and roll around and put herself out of fire.
Okay, I was gonna say something. Oh.
So that's what you do, and then it goes Estelle, and now you don't take damage because you did that. And the tree takes some more damage. Things. So, so Maisie's gonna go for a different direction then. Okay, Estelle.
So I'm gonna use my movement, I'm invisible, I'm coming behind this building here,
Mhm.
right here.
Okay.
And I want to be able to see, because I'm still invisible, I want to
Mm.
be able to see the bar.
Roll me a perception check. You have to make a, well,
Okay.
be fairly obvious when you're walking in that path.
8.
Try again later.
What's that?
Do we have advantage right now?
No, the last one was.
Oh,
the
no.
evil bard and silence, so you don't.
So I only have 8, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have anything else to re-roll or anything, and
But 5 plot points to reroll.
Well, I only have 2.
Well, do you have,
Yeah.
that gets you to 10, how many did you?
well, you have some token in front of you, what's that token?
That's my nat 20
Okay,
token.
hold on to that.
That's her deal with the devil.
I don't. I mean, if it just makes me not invisible, I still kind of have cover with that building, that's my.
Yeah.
Thought.
Gotcha.
Okay, so am I not invisible anymore, is that?
Nope,
Or-
nope. I was just gonna see if you noticed something.
No, you haven't done an attack yet, your invisibility still on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Once you declare an attack and make an attack, then your invisibility goes away.
okay,
But
well,
you didn't
I
perceive something.
want to use my crossbow
Mhm.
to shoot. Can we say this guy's Neil? I'm gonna shoot Neil. Well, see, I can't quite see the bard to get around Neil, so I have to shoot Neil first, so I'm shooting Neil.
Her favorite.
Go on with the bell.
Yeah.
12, does that hit?
12 does not hit.
Okay.
These are tougher guys. But you're not invisible anymore. Hey, she's over there. Water torch tried to shoot me from the
I
side
was
of
just ducking behind the building. That was the whole point of the building, I could just pew.
No, the watery tart is the big water thing next to the house.
So now the evil bard,
I did not perceive something.
can the evil bard just move out of its range?
But does she know its range?
Well, they cast spells, let's see.
It's a 20-foot radius, so 40 feet.
Centered on her, so wherever she moves, 20 feet is the bubble, so
I'll
no.
make a wisdom check, I say she needs to at least have a silence, but. No, she didn't figure it out.
So real like you've been silenced.
Yes.
Yeah, she so here we go.
So,
Yes,
yeah, it's like, oh, I can hear myself so much better.
she's doing that Celine Dion.
Yeah, so Now, Giacomo is gonna sing again. He's got a second one. He's sweating. You know, a lot of his pages are gone. Instruments are broken type thing. He's bleeding out of his eyes and nose.
This is like the Sega Genesis version.
Oh, it gets more interesting in a minute though. Alright, so you guys are rolling with advantage again. You have 5 temporary hit points.
Yay!
It just keeps going.
Yep. Maisie goes around. All these guys are running. And so you see her, she goes, up to the tree. The oil is mostly burned out, but she seems to just be ignoring it anyways. Doing her thing, and she just starts taking swings like it's an axe.
Like she's gonna cut it down.
Yeah, so she's.
Oh, I love it.
I was going to.
Yeah, you're on fire.
And I'm surrounded by cells. They
Yeah.
would have taken me out.
Yeah.
So Giacomo's really getting into it now.
He has no competition right now, so that's great.
He's like, give it all, I've got no competition.
Easy. That's Giacomo anew.
Okay. So how long does silence last?
It's
10
until
minutes. 10 minutes.
As long as she concentrates on it.
Okay, so that's good for now. I guess I'm just gonna go up and start hacking, no. Okay. So I'm going to try this, I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm going to run up to Death, or not Death, to Lady Death and Plague, and I'm just going to try and like koala bear hug onto Plague. I just want to hang off of Plague. Yes, I'm not trying to wrestle her to the ground or anything. I just want to be able to hold on to her.
Okay, make a check.
You have advantage.
I rolled
She
two.
did, okay.
Uh,
I only heard one hit.
16. That's because I rolled at the same time.
No, you need more. You get any points to throw at it?
How many more do I need?
I got 17.
Wrong person. I'm giving 3, so that way it.
Mhm.
I know.
Okay.
Um,
So now you managed to get a hold
Why,
of her.
thank you.
Yes.
Now that's just your hands on her. That's not her wrestle down. That's
No.
not
I literally just wanted to hold her.
Yeah.
I just want to be attached to
Like a
her.
beanie
You
baby.
just wanna
Yes.
hug her.
Yes, I just want to be attached to her.
Now, are you
Because-
saying
No, I'm going to.
So are you like a crazy stalker girlfriend now?
No. So Plague said that no weapon that was aimed at hurting her would succeed. So if I tell Annabelle to stab through me to Plague, she's trying to hurt me, not Plague. But it will still end up hurting Plague.
You're doing the Dragon Ball Z bit. Look, Goku shoots rabbits.
Pretty much. It's
Take a look.
loopholes. Okay. Loopholes.
Mace
Special beam
Macy
cannon.
said, my dad always said, wording
Wording is-
matters.
Wording matters. So if Annabelle is trying to hurt me, but accidentally hurts Plague in the process, it counts.
On my turn, I can shoot at you if you want.
Why don't we all just attack her just to be sure? Everyone unload everything you have. I'm all out. Throw rocks.
Rocks won't go through me.
They will if we hit you enough.
Yeah. So that's
So simply, you're just a
that's
greasy
on her
spear
turn.
of
So
their armor.
Okay.
Quentin, what are you doing then? Because I'm just saying you're done with yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quentin?
Can I get a better view of where we're going to the Bard now?
Okay. So.
Yeah, right there is good.
Not sure why. So, yeah, so
So-
you're here. and
Who's that between me and?
Well, these are the guard of their personal guard, and then here are some zealots. Got the mic. I have to check.
Not me.
All right, hold on, I'm checking my screen to see who has a open mic. It's kind of weird. Okay, Brian's muted.
I'm here.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm trying to, the echo doesn't make sense.
It's on his side.
It might be Brian.
Yeah, it's.
That's weird.
I've never done that
Was it-
before.
Or, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I think his side, his echo cancellation is messing up or something.
That better?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I had a switch for the music so I could hear it clear, but clearly that's the issue.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Well, okay, so, so you see your path. So that's the evil bard who's silenced, who, wasn't able to figure out last time that you could just move and sing or whatever.
Okay, can you move the overhead camera just a little bit more towards the Bard?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do that.
There we go. That's what I need.
By the way, I'm getting a longer, I'm getting more rail shortly.
I got this side if you want.
So now I just have to, now I can lock it into position. Now we're good. Okay, so you can see it.
Yeah, okay, so the cluster around the Bard and to the right of them, that's where Plague and Annabelle are fighting?
Well, it actually be to your left, but yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I meant on the to the right on the image, but my left. Okay. And then there's 3 people between me. One is on the ground.
This.
So if I were to take a dash,
Well, these guys were the laughing terror guys, but Giacomo seems to have stunned them. They've stopped attacking, so now they're not really a threat at the moment.
okay, are they stunned enough that I could sort of use them as stairs and kind of do basically climb up and step over them and jump and dive to make it to the actual Bard?
Yeah. Just make me an athletics check of let's say 14 and you can do it.
Just made it, 14.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
This is the signature Quentin
So-
death from above maneuver.
So you, yes.
It is. I'm gonna have to change my name to the Flying Quentin.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna have to change perspective so you can see.
Every time you do this, you should shout your catchphrase.
Okay, so you have the Bard in front of you. I've just moved it so you can focus in on it a little bit, but it's not.
Okay, well, I'd rather have the Bard under me because I'm gonna try and tackle her, do the flying tackle thing.
Okay, well, that's hard to do with a camera, but she's under you.
Yep, no, I get it. Good, perfect. And if that's the case, then basically I'm gonna use all my strength and all my actions to just kind of pin her down and make sure she can't do anything else with her musical instruments or get out of this silence.
Okay, Steve can help you. You're
Absolutely.
Have Steve smash her loot.
well, and Steve can also go spiky while you're doing this. So
Yeah, I'm actually kind of hoping maybe Steve might like shove himself down her throat and kind of suffocate her or something like that.
Wow.
Okay, that's what you're.
Gross,
that's
but
what you're asking
awesome.
for.
I think I've seen that.
Okay,
I
well,
have seen that.
her attack to fight back is not gonna work too well. You, roll me a D4 and then a D6 and give me the combined, for that.
Seven.
Okay, so Steve's trying to choke her, but it doesn't happen instantly. Like you feel like the stuff comes from around your hand and not just cover her mouth, but it really starts to make a seal. You know what I mean? So it's almost, imagine like a toilet plunger type thing, you know,
Yeah.
sealing around the mouth type thing.
At the very least, it should be disruptive enough to prevent her singing in case the silence drops.
Yeah, and you did damage to her, so he went spiky and all that. Now you might
Good
have-
job, Steve.
You know, he's feeling very proud of himself right now,
Steve said, oh.
right? Oh, and he's also made his outer shell thin because he's suspecting these guys are gonna jump on you in a minute and try to grab you. Not thin, slippery, I meant to say.
Oh, cool.
Don't say greasy though. I've had enough grease from tonight.
Okay, so then it's supposed to be the laughing horrors, but the laughing horrors are at least neutralized as long as that evil bard is neutralized. And your turn.
Okay, Cyrex, seeing, Annabelle go walking by, he's, my lady. And I'm gonna take the dash action to go straight towards her.
Okay. And so. Yeah, so she's fighting a pitched battle against plague. So right now, the two people who are fighting plague can't be hurt by her plague ability type thing, you know. They can't be getting like typhoid or anything, you know, by her, but you can. So
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Because that, well, how far is this? Is that,
Well, I imagine you could,
cause I have 30 feet, but I don't know if I need a dash to make that.
yeah, so, the 30 feet is the 6 inches. So basically you were here, that would get you right about there, not quite enough.
Okay, well, let's, I'll just do my regular movement then, not dash.
Okay.
And I'll shout out to her, my lady, how can I help?
And she yells, use ranged weapons. You've got to stay at least 6 feet from her and put cloth over your mouth.
He's gonna look around. And he's got like his sport collar, he's gonna pop it up over his face like this.
Because we all know that a thin layer of cloth protects against everything.
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 Is this good? And he's gonna take the spear off his back and he's gonna huck it at her.
Okay.
And that's a +6. That is an 18 to hit.
You just give the TM a plot point.
Yeah.
And
fertile
7 damage.
7 damage. The black ooze tried to block it, but Annabelle blocked the black ooze type thing. So plague takes 7 points of damage.
Cyrix just puts his hands up. I did it! Wait, I don't have a spear. Crap.
Don't worry, plague's gonna give it back to you. So let's see, so you have the laughing horrors, the zealots are just about dead, bleeding out, everything. So now, plague takes that and she throws it back at you. Right, type thing. And so she gets 16 to hit you and
18.
18.
Mhm.
So roll the damage for your spear, add 4 to it.
8.
So that's what you get. That's what you get, right?
Hey, my spear.
You got it back. All right. So then, because then I went to Molly.
I have to be concentrating on the,
So that's what you're
You
doing.
can still move.
So then it goes to
You can move and attack still.
No, you can't attack. If you attack, you lose concentration.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, concentration doesn't, or attacking doesn't make you lose
Yes,
concentration.
it does.
He's right.
For some classes it does.
It does.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyways, so she this noise. Lady Death gets you in between her and plague. And she said, "Are you sure?"
Mhm.
and she says, "I'm sorry." Right.
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 20 points of damage, plus her bonus. So you get 24 points of damage.
My goodness.
Mhm. And she wasn't aiming for a vital spot or anything on
Nope.
you with this,
She wouldn't.
type thing.
Hey, don't worry, I knew. Chicks dig scars.
So the sword,
Screw
the
that.
sword goes through both, and then it goes to Bonnie.
All right.
And these demons are about to start ready to wreak havoc, but it looks like Giacomo's getting ready to do something big.
Because the dwarf is on top of the bard, if I hit the bard, am I going to be in danger of hitting my teammate?
Yes.
Okay, in that case.
What are the things that came out of the tree?
Here, she's gonna unload.
Roll your perception check.
Yeah, sure.
We're not perceiving something and it's bothering me.
Nice.
18.
18. The heaviest by far root goes to that shack.
Oh.
What the shack?
Yes. It seems to be almost pulsing, like a
Something is about to be born out of that shack.
one way.
Is the root visible to me?
Yeah, no, you can see.
So
these
is it,
roots.
no, I mean, is it 5 feet down and glowing, or is it on the surface?
No, they're ripping through the surface. Remember I said start pushing the concrete. and stuff.
Okay, you know what, then Bonnie's gonna put her boot up on this thing, and she's gonna do a boring shot and sever the root.
Okay.
For a grit point. Do I need to roll to hit a motionless root?
No.
I think so. All right.
Are you drunk?
No, but I have been burned with whiskey.
You need 20 points to sever.
All right. All right.
Go big or go home.
12. Plus 5. Plus 5. 61 points of damage. Yeah.
You sever that root and it stops glowing, and you hear an ungodly screaming and wailing.
And gnashing.
From where?
From the shack.
Why must teeth always in that?
From the shack or from the tree? From the root?
From the demons, from the tree, from the shack, the screaming all over the place. A lot of screaming going on.
The team scream.
It's a team scream, right?
The funny thing is, Bonnie only has +1 to perception. I'm amazed that she noticed
I
anything
have-
before you got
+6.
And so Giacomo starts, this is, this one is more than just a musical spell. This one, he's actually starting a ritual. You can tell he's like drawn something around him. There's symbols floating in air type thing. And he doesn't have much left in him, but he's doing this one final thing.
Fire, fire, dragon fire, searing words in ancient time. Wake from the grave, rise to set the world aflame. Night, night, endless night, terror is the only light. Bane, bane, rage untamed, darkness dwells in fatal blame.
In his ritual, basically a fire demon comes and wraps around the tree, and then the tree starts burning and starts pulling the demons back into it.
Oh, nice. This is what your useless thing should have been doing this whole time.
I didn't have fire to make it into fire.
Just take a match.
It needs more than this much fire.
So,
Unless you only want to
So-
be like this big.
Play goes and, you know, she wraps herself completely in this black ooze. She's dripping blood, and you notice she's limping. She's been, she was limping because Maisie stabbed both of her feet, but she was limping before, like, whatever death did to her, she's still suffering from it a little bit. She goes into a ball, and then the ooze just sinks into the soil itself, and all the grass and everything starts dying around it. And you see the death trail just kind of move off, and then up the side into the hill, and Plague is gone. All the laughing terrors, you know, start regaining consciousness and regaining, basically who they are, like, what's going on? What am I doing here?
Maybe y'all had a bad day. No. No, not Shakamo.
Are we still in initiative order?
Not
Oh
an
no,
initiative
there's nothing we can do.
I'm gonna loot his body.
Bonnie!
Because I knew if I said that, y'all would freak out.
So there's musical instruments all around and whatnot.
Oh.
And
Don't
so
you get
now,
it?
what are you guys doing? You're not on initiative anymore.
Okay, I'm literally crying. Like, not Molly, but like Carrie, the player, and like tears in her eyes.
Giacomo put absolutely everything he had into it.
Bonnie's gonna run up and give him a healing potion to try and save him because she refuses to believe that he's
I
gone.
think at this point you need resurrection.
Anyone have resurrection?
No.
I'm not high enough level to have.
Well, as far as that goes, death goes, you know, now, all right, you know, well, you know, I have the dagger, because she, you know, well, who had the
I
dagger?
have the dagger.
She goes, you know, give me the dagger, you know.
Do you know how much burnage I had to get?
Yeah, thank you. I'll put that in the vault. You guys stay here. I'm gonna see what I can do for Giacomo. And she leaves because when Plague left, the spell of light on everything was broken. Right? So she leaves. And it's back to being night, but the roots are no longer glowing. So I have that somewhere. So the roots stop glowing, right? So many of the people, like I said, are coming back. A lot of the zealots who some of them could still be saved. They're bleeding out. You know what I mean?
Tears in her eyes, Bonnie goes up to the magistrate guy and full on punches him in the face.
He's dead.
Walks up to his corpse and hits him in the face.
Okay, he puts me into the face.
Wait,
So
when did the magistrate die?
I'm still restraining the bard.
yeah, you still got at this point, Steve has killed her.
Woohoo! Go Steve!
Because eventually it looks like you're really worried. You thought this alien was popping out of her chest and you were getting ready. No, it's just Steve. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll use my healer's kit to provide medical attention to the people that can be saved.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Tyrex is gonna go around
I
doing
can.
what he can to help.
I have no healing spells left at this point, but
So
yeah, I
here,
have
like,
my
here,
healing
I'll
kit.
just hand you some bandages. Like,
Thanks. I have some healer
let's
kit.
do it old school.
Um,
Do it old school.
do 2 people. I can cure wounds on 2 people. 6 hit points max for each.
You know, well,
Right, when you take the most injured ones.
Yeah. and
Yeah.
so between first aid and what healing you have and different things like that, and some of the people who were crazed were healers themselves, you know what I mean, type thing. So you're actually able to save a lot of the people. Some of the people, of course, bled out.
Yeah.
The early ones to do that are just gone, you know, type thing. The dagger's gone. Annabelle has left. You know, Plague is, you know, has retreated type thing. So, well, now we can start the adventure on that side of the table. It's only 18 after.
I was
I
actually,
knew you're joking, but I'm like,
When nine-
totally.
when 9
keep
o'clock
going.
came around, I was like, should I say something? I feel like Gary's really into this.
It was just about done. I thought we were gonna finish up at any second
Oh,
type thing. And so
yeah.
I thought I was just gonna go like, I'll go 5 minutes over, everybody was fine, you know, type thing. And so, what do you guys, think of the big battle with Plague and everything?
Oh my
I
gosh.
love the music, that was.
Yeah, the music duel was inspired, and you must have spent hours looking for those songs. 'Cause those were really cool.
It really was perfect, it was.
I did, because I was trying to find the right one, and I didn't want to play anything too long. I just wanted enough to get the feel, but not so much that it, you know, the song went on forever. There's a couple of ones that I did longer, like, because the, Once She Was Silenced, I paid the Billie Jean, because that was longer, because I was like, okay, what are you guys doing? Because that's, you know, you have advantage, because he's still playing,
Yeah.
he's not getting interrupted. And I allowed that to go longer, and then the ritual thing was the whole, you know,
Yeah,
like I said, he did this to try to redeem him, you know, like self for you guys, you know,
Yeah.
type thing. And he's also technically, he is good aligned too. He's not the bad guy. He just had the same deal
Yeah.
like you did. You know what I mean? He magically could not tell you guys. And if you think, what did Plague tell him to do? Plague says, get them into the tunnel, use your influence because they've sealed it off, and try to help them survive. So all he actually, his instructions were to just help you. He just lied about why he was helping you.
Yeah.
I felt through the battle, I felt really frustrated for two reasons. One, because I felt like I had all these little NPCs just nipping away at me, but I couldn't blast them because they would just spray blood all over the ground.
Yeah,
So I felt really ill-equipped to deal with the situation because Bonnie's a two-handed shotgun character, and it's like, don't spill blood. And then the other thing that's frustrating is we spent an hour and a half just trying to get that knife. No, if you think like the first 5 turns of the game, that's all Bonnie was doing was trying to get the knife.
Yeah, it's true.
But then in the end, she had a moment of glory where she blew up the root. I felt good about that.
What
I
was
think
the
this-
shack?
That was the it's coming out of the tree with the servants, but coming out of the shack over there was Lamagra, the blood god.
Oh,
So you were,
Yeah.
they were trying to raise an evil deity, basically,
yeah.
that,
There you go, Bonnie.
yeah,
You destroyed an evil deity.
yeah.
I just think like Bonnie is not a perceptive character.
Don't see
Yeah, all of you guys are.
And I'm like, you want to use some points and I'm like.
I choose to believe that Bonnie.
No, I don't wanna give you that, it's just perception, it's just.
I choose to believe that Bonnie thought she was shooting at the tree, but she was so burned and inebriated from the whiskey at that point that she was shooting to the root, thinking it was the tree.
Brian, you were trying to say something?
I was just gonna say, I felt kind of the same way, being trapped by all of the little useless, just in the way stuff that we couldn't kill.
Yeah. And
Like, I wanted to dive on the bard the round before that, but I chose not to, and I should have.
Well,
But
that's
it
good.
worked out.
It gives your character the growth.
So are you saying the campaign or the game wasn't fun or was fun?
was fun.
Or was
No,
it?
it was fun.
It was running
Fun.
the NPCs.
Yes, yes. That was supposed to be part of it, the whole, you know, kind of having to fight with other people.
Deck,
Yes.
Hellboy, just push everyone
I know,
away.
I need to do something that I need to do something to get Bonnie some more hit points, because she almost died like 3 times during that fight. Like, you had her down to 1 hit point at one point. I'm like, I'm not saying anything to him. And then he'll be like, oh yeah, you get 1 damage from like a bird poops on you.
So even with trying to kill myself in order to take down Plague, I still ended that with 26 hit points.
I think I'm higher. I think I had like 37 or 38, but I turned invisible and so that.
So in between this and the next one, can we go shopping? I want to try and, I want to get some materials for her to make some magic stuff for Bonnie, and I need to replenish like all my explosives and stuff.
Well, yeah, and also the next one sort of is in a town too.
We
Right?
need to do.
And
With Bonnie's propensity for explosives, if she could put together some explosive crossbow bolts, that'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I have a spell,
Bomb arrows.
a spell that can do that, that can make.
so the next one, basically, it's a scholarly center, if you guys read
Yeah.
the teaser sort of thing. So, I mean,
So we're
has-
having the teaser for next session.
yes. It's got, museums, it's got universities, it's a higher hoity-toity area, so it's a richer area,
Ooh, maybe I can find someone who can give me the recipe to make those shields, because I still have those magic mushrooms in the hopes that I could make
It is a university town.
the Garden of
Scholars.
Eden shields.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So I need to figure out if I can find the recipe for my Garden of Eden shields.
Yeah, and New has all sorts of little things like
Mhm.
magic trinkets she can make. Basically, I want to buy all the materials she needs and have her make a bunch of stuff for Bonnie, because
Mhm.
I'm turning into a glass cannon here. So
Gotcha.
I want to make some potions and play with that.
Okay, so we can do.
There's a
some of that.
thought, I'm throwing that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
maybe
Got
something
it.
that
Good job.
gives you a bonus to perception.
and the next time there's not hordes of things that you can't kill,
That was tricky.
protecting things. But that was supposed to be the challenge. I just made it that way,
No,
It really made me wish I had like some manacles or something, so I could start subduing them. You know what I mean? But I didn't. So I just, I was like, man, I wish I had like,
I was really grumpy that I couldn't.
oh, your web spell.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My web spell, but I could use it. I'm only allowed to use it twice per long rest.
Spell slots can be.
So as you guys are healing people and stuff like that, and you're like talking about like, man, we gotta get some more explosives and yeah, I almost died and stuff like that. You hear a little timber. And you see the tree finally attacking this whole time. I've been hacking away on this little dagger. I mean, it's like an hour later and you're.
Oh, and it falls on the body of the magistrate.
I gotta say though, the whole Jacqueline doing his summoning thing that he did, that was beautiful. Like, just imagining that was a beautiful scene. That was really well done.
Thank you.
I just kind of imagined all the other like roots like catching fire at the same time and like.
Yeah, when
Just the
you're
fact,
like
like,
the
when
roots
you
aren't
can suck
glowing
back
anymore,
into
that
it,
made me pretty
burn out.
happy. When you turned off the light, that was cool.
Yeah. And did you like glowing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool, I got some good.
Until the buzzing went off when you turned that, and my ears were like, oh.
Yeah, I can hear the buzzing, that's funny.
Once it went off, then my ears were like, ow.
I didn't-
The last
I
that
noticed your
we
phone
said
ringing like 4 times.
I don't know why, it was when it turned off.
I'm definitely gonna make an effort to use that Kender bag a little bit more often, because every time I reach in there, I pull something cool out of there.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing. You may not always get what you want, but
But you'll get what you need.
but you might just get what you need.
Exactly.
Oh man, you know what would have been perfect for this fight would be like some little like paralysis daggers. You could just like stab into their shoulder and then just move on
Yeah.
right to the next zealot or
Sleep
something like that.
paralysis,
Sleep, yes. Oh man,
yeah.
I don't
As soon
have.
as I
I
can't
don't
get
have any
sleep, I'm
CC.
getting sleep. I don't
Manacles.
think I can
Heck-
get sleep though.
Heck, a blackjack would have been,
Yeah, or even like, you know what? I wonder. Maybe I should have just flipped my shotguns over and started clubbing them to
You should've.
unconsciousness. Although
No,
when
if you-
though, I spent like 7 turns just trying to get the key.
yeah, but
Bonnie only fired once tonight.
but if you figure it was, you're talking, how many rounds did we go? You know what I
Quite a
mean?
few.
About 10, I think.
You know, and each one is 6 seconds, so literally this whole fight was a minute,
Yeah.
you know? So keep that in mind, you're like, man,
That was an intense minute.
hours, I was, no, for 1 minute,
For like
you were trying to
60
get that down here.
seconds.
In game, it was not.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
game,
You
we,
got it quick in game. it just-
in game, we were like
out of
5
game.
minutes.
I learned that action surge ability is so clutch, because it let me disengage and sprint, so I could get out of that situation and finally extinguish myself.
Oh, and
I
so,
regret letting you set me on fire.
I'm sorry, you told me to.
No, that wasn't
I
your
gotta
bad,
do
that was my bad.
some other stuff too, because the next one is on Thanksgiving, so we're.
You're all gonna be here, right?
Nope.
Yeah, no, totally.
No, Ruth's
If
got
it wasn't out of town, I totally could
Ruth's got me
play.
making Thanksgiving dinner for like 30 people. I ain't gonna be here.
Oh, okay, so, I need to run, an escape room trial, and unfortunately, Aaron, you're not.
Yeah, what's with disinviting me, jerk?
I'm so excited for that.
We haven't been getting along lately. You have a bad attitude. No,
I have a great attitude.
so, now, when can people do it? So I'm not gonna be ready like next Thursday, I have too much to do. I still have, as you can see, I haven't finished this part or anything like that. So I'm thinking like, cause we have. Well, the first is probably, cause I'm doing the escape room on the 9th. Can anyone come, December the 1st?
What day is that? It's on a
It's
Thursday.
still Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
It's
I'll-
3 Thursdays from now.
yeah,
So are we, we're skipping D on the 24th and then we'll play again on the 8th? Yes?
Let's see, how am I gonna do that? Cause I have the escape room on the 9th. You know, type thing. So I was gonna run the trial on the 1st. Can we double up and do D the 15th and the 22nd?
In December?
Yes.
I
Or is that-
don't think Ruth would be cool with that.
Okay, so can we do, we might, cause the next session, cause we normally would do the 8th would be, can we do the 22nd? Is that?
So we won't play for like a month?
a little over a month, yeah.
Basically, but that's normal during the holidays.
Yeah,
You will get an escape room out of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I will too, because I'll be here.
Yeah, so we'll still technically be meeting.
We'll see 22nd.
Still see each other, guys. It's good.
Next week, and then we're gonna do the.
Yeah.
escape
Oh,
room
oh,
on the
oh, and
first.
hey, night next week, you're not.
Okay, fine. So, okay, so, so do you think you guys can come for the 1st,
I can come on the 1st.
guys?
On the 1st, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have the world's most flexible
just-
babysitter.
Yeah, I just can't do the 24th, and then on the 8th,
and then.
no, that's in the morning, never mind.
And then the 22nd, and unfortunately, Brian, it's not something I can, teleprompt you into, for the escape room.
Oh, no, that's cool. I get it.
How many
What is
people do
Brian
you
have?
need for the escape room? Are we gonna be enough practice people or do you need more?
I'm
Okay.
probably gonna try to get a few more people, because it's gonna be a fairly large group, so I have to try to. See if I can manage, several people at a time, and I have some stuff I wanted to see if anybody, has. That, could help me out. I rated Carrie's parents' 4 barns. That they have on their property, that's not an exaggeration. We have 4 barns.
Exciting.
Did you go to golf ball?
Well, okay, well, one, I gotta get pads of paper for everybody, but that's nothing. I need, does anybody have an old typewriter or at least a typewriter?
What do you need it to look like?
My
Okay.
grandma
Like
actually
Old
might.
school?
I would love an old school, but I could do with even
Does it need
a
to
stupid.
actually work?
Yes,
Never mind.
yes.
I
I
cannot
think my
help you.
parents still have one that I got as a kid, but it's an electronic one. So if you're okay with an electronic one, I will check with them.
If-
My grandma has one, it just doesn't work,
And
and it's an old timey one.
Why
It
not
just
just 3D
doesn't
print
work.
one?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that. well, one, I might be able to fix it, cause I'm good at stuff like that, but, if somebody could let me, know and get a typewriter, also,
I can let you know over Thanksgiving, cause I'm going over to my grandparents and I can go through all their stuff, and if she's okay with letting me swipe it,
Mhm.
I will let you know. If not, sorry.
yeah. Then I need some clocks, like, they don't have to be working, type thing.
Mechanical or digital?
Mechanical, preferably.
I might have one.
So, one of those old fashioned clocks.
Oh,
Any cool, like if you have any cool boxes that can lock, steel, wood, or otherwise. And anything that's like steampunky looking that would look like antique or anything like that.
Can't help you with that. I have a couple necklaces.
Yeah, and so this stuff, like if you live in Boston like that, I'm not drilling holes or anything in it, you know what I mean?
No, you're not gonna break our clocks. We have a really big one that would be cool.
Mhm.
We have a really big clock on the wall and it's Roman numerals. I can send you a picture of it.
And then get another downstairs too that has the
Oh, we have one
font.
in our basement. Pretty cool too.
I can go through my grandparents' stuff and see if they'll let me swipe
Mhm.
anything. And like I said, I'll let you know over Thanksgiving, cause that's when I'll be up there.
And I get a lot of cool stuff that's you're gonna be seeing happen, like, well, I'm finishing up this wall, type thing. But rather than curtains and things like that, cause I got these, and I don't, cause I thought, oh, black would be cool, and I'm gonna put some stuff on the windows to make the windows look cool, window film, like make it look like stained glass or whatever. And it doesn't look good, so I'm actually doing sliding wood shutters that I'm going to make. So you can take and slide them to the side and shut them and actually lock them, so the escape room, the windows are going to be locked, right? That's gonna be cool, and I'm gonna try to start, that wall, and see if I can finish that in time. During the actual escape room for Erin, I was wondering if somebody could be a participant for that. I need
I'm always free.
a second person, so that would be, the 9th, right? And so I'd have you play a part in this escape room.
Okay.
Cause I'm gonna be, it's gonna be part D&D, part escape room. So what they do is I'm gonna have a super simplified character sheet. You only have a D20, that's all we have. There's a very, they have some stats, some skills. I'm just gonna say, you roll that, you add that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be very
Cut and dry.
super simplified. And so they're like, okay, they can get it. And so they have to explore. And once they reach a certain point, they open the room or whatever, and they also have a certain amount of hit points, and a trap goes off, can do damage, but anything only does 1 point damage, doesn't matter what it is, right? And then they have a simplified set of hit points. And certain people can have a certain amount of healing too, once again, but simplified. But they get like 10 hit points, anything happens, this is 1. But I was like, oh, you go to the room, you find a bookshelf. And then I'll go, you find this bookshelf. Go explore. Right? And then somebody else gets to like, oh, you open the secret compartment, you find this locked box. And I hand it to them, like, oh, you go there, well, you find, then I'll have like my court board up with my conspiracy theory.
Your crazy board.
And I'll be like, oh,
I have red string. If you need red string, I
You
have
gotta
red
have red
string.
string on the crazy board.
I will bring you red string.
I have red string.
Okay, I'm like, I will bring you red
He's got
string.
his own
If you
crazy
have a push pin.
This
so I'm gonna do that. Then the clocks are another challenge, something with the typewriter. And so there's gonna be both things set up all the way around the room,
I'm
that
not
once they
happy.
reach
If
that,
you know it.
right? They've gotten past the trap, they healed the person because they first got hurt from the trap, or whatever. And then they can get to explore that. Either they get to explore a part, like, you can explore this shelf now, or I hand them something, this scroll, this box, this.
I'm so excited for this.
This whatever. And so I have to, and I'm just gonna have them simplified initiative order. It goes around the room. It's you, then you, then you, then you, then you.
That,
then
yeah,
you,
that'll
then
help
you.
them a lot.
So that's it. And 1 dice, you know what I mean? you're adding 2 numbers, anything you want to do, and it's gonna be pretty, like, disarm traps is gonna, that's gonna be one of the skills. What do I roll to disarm this trap? Disarm trap. So anything, it's gonna be exactly what it says. There's no mystery in the name.
What do I gotta roll for perception?
Wisdom.
That was me today.
Yes.
If you need more people to play, I have a couple of friends that I'm sure would be willing.
So ask them, because I would want a larger group. 'Cause-
Abby has quite a few cosplays. She might be able to come in character, depending on what you need.
Okay,
This is true.
yes,
And if Abby can't, I can help.
gotcha.
What time on the 9th would I need to be here?
Oh, what time was that? They were coming 6 to 9, so like a normal evening, or was that?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's right.
I just need to know if it's gonna be one of those days where I can go to work and come straight from work to here, or if I need to take the day off. Either way, it's fine.
Mhm.
I just need to know which one I'm doing.
Yeah, you'll have lines and a part and all of the whole.
Yeah, cause that,
shebang.
yeah. 'cause
He
actually,
expects you to have an accent.
I don't, yeah, I wasn't aware of what time. we
Can you
were
do
gonna
Swahili?
No, that is where my limit, that is the limit of my ability.
Hey, Brian, you coming to my escape room? You gonna fly in?
If you want to fly me down there.
No, he never responded to my comment about what kind of pizza we wanted tonight. Jeez, Brian.
Yeah. Your spirit pizza.
I've got it down as 5 to 8 on my count.
Okay, so 5 to 8.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of confusion on how many people are coming, because I guess it could be up to 16, but right now they booked me for 10. And I told them they had to book ahead of time, but the way they're wording it is like, well, we'll book for 10, so now that we're locked in, and then we'll just show up with as many people as we want. That's really sort of the wording of it. And we'll just pay for them at the door, because, oh, my husband might want to come, my boyfriend might want to come, but we don't know if they'll be able to on then, so I'll just pay on the day. And I was like, there's only so much food, because I had to buy the food ahead of time and the snacks, and so they're gonna get here, I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, and like, certain things I'm gonna hand out materials and stuff like that, so where's my handout? Well, you didn't get one.
Just make 20 of everything.
Pretty much, just,
But then that's more cost
I
and stuff
know,
like
I
that,
know.
you see it, so,
I know,
feel like you're paying.
Ruth is planning on coming.
okay,
No, she'll be here.
yeah, so is she counted as part of the 10 that they've already told
I
me?
mean, when I signed up on their thing, I signed up for me and a +1,
Okay.
which is gonna be Ruth.
Yeah, so, yeah, anyway, so it's, I'm doing, like I said, a combination D&D.
What all
escape
are
room.
you making for this event?
Okay, so they're getting drinks, like you guys gotta go?
Yeah, we gotta go get our.
Hey guys, thank you so
Alright,
much for
you do
bringing
that.
the pizza and stuff.
Yes, thank you.
That little like chicken nuggets covered with stuff was unbelievable.
That's the barbecue chicken.
Gosh.
Something.
But the official escape room, that answer the food, Carrie's doing one of those cootery boards,
Charcuterie.
call it.
Adult Lunchable.
Cootery board. Yes, so, but she does a really fancy one, so we're doing that, I think we're having some, like, the sandwiches. And then there's going to be, chips and, snacks and stuff, and drinks.
Yeah.
Right, so that will cover, and, most of the money I get from this actually is
With
food,
food,
believe it or
yeah.
not. And so, I'm trying to get as much free stuff as I can type thing
Right,
with
to
this.
keep your costs down.
To keep the cost down,
Yeah.
I think, because, yeah, so I'm gonna try to print stuff that I can use for D afterwards too, so that would
Yeah, yeah.
maybe help, like, more traps and things like that, like, you guys saw, but, yeah, I have a lot of work to do in the room, and I have a lot of props to make. I'm actually making.
It's probably good that we're gonna kind of take a month off, because you'll need that time.
I do need that time, because I have to keep cleaning up for my,
Yeah.
my renovations to then play D, to then
Yeah.
go back to it again. So it'll make it easier for me to finish the basement, to have that, and to print and stuff, and to do all that. But I definitely need a test run, so, ask your people if they want to play.
Wait, before you guys start, so everyone's on the same page. So next week we have the painting,
Yes,
then on the 8th, you guys do your practice run for
the first.
On the first, you do your practice run.
Yeah,
Then on the 9th is the actual escape room,
Right.
and then our next session
The 22nd.
is on the 22nd.
Of December.
Yes,
Yes.
Just
And the
so-
babies
just-
can come with too.
just- yes,
Okay.
next week, just so everyone's on the same page.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what we planned. All right,
We got,
that's what we got.
Yeah, and Brian said he was flying in.
yeah.
Yes.
He
Got
did
it.
say that.
Yeah, we all heard that.
Yeah.
It's,
We'll hold him
In
to
the
the
mouth of
yeah.
three
All right,
witnesses.
have a good night, guys. All right. All right, well, I'm gonna end it here. I hope you had a good time, Mr. Brian.
Yep, I'm all good and I'm headed to bed myself, so.
All right, so, yeah, we, didn't get quite as far as I originally planned, but it was still a fun battle.
All right, man.
And Gary.
Talk to you later.
Later, have a great time, bye.